It'll say reconnect. It's not connected yet. So sorry if anybody catches this for a moment. It's going to come in and out. My connection's going nuts right now. So I don't know what's happening. So this, there it goes again.
Yeah, that's fine. Like I said,
I got somebody messaging me and telling me this too. Yeah, it's going crazy right now again. I don't know why. Just I'm gonna let it just.
God damn it, old man! Get off that ham radio.
I don't know if it's him though. He wasn't on the last time. It's weird. I don't know what's going on. So I'm gonna probably reset everything again after we get done with this. So I don't know why it's doing it now, but it's about the exact same time. So
yeah, that's why I was like, it seems to be.
Because I can always cut. Yeah, I can always cut this section out. Doing the other video, which I still have to upload. I just realized. I just realized that. Oops. That one I had to paste together and do a little editing, and it took quite a while because there was a problem with it.
Yeah.
Oh, fun parts. You know what? Let me see if I can.
Disco Inferno. I'm just playing a strategy game in the meantime.
No.
You're marked, so I can hit you with this, Neil, dude.
No. Nobody's healing anybody. Come on, connections. Stop bouncing back and forth.
Me, bitch.
I thought I fixed this stuff, but I guess. Yeah, I know. It's like...
Oh, you bitch.
Let me check the other page.
You know, why don't I break out my soundboard for some entertainment?
Yeah, I just got light music playing. Just like, yeah.
So you guys taking a break now?
Just for a moment, yeah, because my connection's been going nuts, and I don't know why. I haven't had problems throughout the week until now.
It's me, Goku.
Hey, Goku.
What the fuck?
What else do I have?
Go back to the training room. You're not welcome.
What is that?
It's usually good for a few moments, so...
These nuts.
I do have. Hold on. Where is it?
I'm waiting for.
I got a bunch of these from the Halo guy.
Clapping cheeks. That was sus.
Hey kiddo, yeah, I know my connection's going up and down. You can hear it slightly.
No maiden.
Or no? No?
Sounded like you said Iron Maiden for a second.
No.
No maiden.
Oh, I know. I understood it after a second.
Holy shit!
Statue of Liberty! No, it's working for now.
Milker.
Okay.
Stop.
Don't worry, it'll come back up here shortly. You doing okay?
One, Dave.
No.
Social credit.
Okay, cool.
Deducted.
Yeah, you're in your finals, aren't you? Yeah. Okay.
Uh-oh, stinky.
No, that's cool.
Stinky.
Oh, he did the thing.
Okay,
he did the funny. You're gonna get.
I'll talk to you later. You're just gonna sit there and lurk. Okay.
Oh,
No, they can't hear you.
why are you attacking everyone?
What, do you want me to put the phone up closer to the mic? No, I know, I'm not going to.
Skill issue.
Don't call me an ass. You're an ass. Whatever.
I'm gonna
All right.
avoid. Hold on.
Pick it
Let's
up.
close this real quick so I click on any of them.
What, and get somebody banned on Twitch?
Yeah, no, I have some. I don't know why I'm still in that server. There's a lot of really, really bad.
Okay, temporarily we're server muting him. Oh.
No, I've literally closed.
They're
just
sharing
realized
documents on this Discord channel.
Awesome. Do you want
Classified
the,
documents.
I'm there.
Wolf Thunder community? Alright,
Yeah.
okay.
We've reached Wolf Thunder level status.
Didn't the scientists
Shit,
have
Christ.
the Genshin Impact community?
No, it was Minecraft.
That was Minecraft.
Wait, what'd you
What?
say? What about Genshin Impact?
Basically, he thought it was the community that leaked military documents. But no, it was
Wasn't
Minecraft.
that War Thunder?
Yeah, obviously it's Wolf Thunder.
War Thunder.
Yeah.
War
Yeah,
Thunder has in the
War Thunder?
past, but recently it was Minecraft.
Yeah, wasn't it with the one-to-one real life scale server, like library shit?
Sorry.
The things we
No,
talk about while this thing.
The library
Come
thing
on,
was
stay running smooth out.
been
Yep,
around for
yeah,
years.
we're just kind of hanging out for a bit until the server
Yeah.
looks good.
You're on activation.
Yeah, I'm just watching the timer because it does. I'm just.
I mean, it seems like it's doing okay right now.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
hoping
I'm
it's
saying no
been-
problem with the strength.
it's changed from unstable to excellent. It's stayed like that now.
Okay.
So I will flip the screen back after. What is playing on my? What the heck
Alright,
is
I'll leave it,
this?
chat. You guys have fun.
Yep.
Have a good one.
There, I'll turn that off. I don't know what is playing on my thing. All right, let me flip screen back. Oh, I hit the wrong button. There we go. Okay, we're back.
All right.
Got some editing to do.
So Remy will just kind of look to you, Elias, and just say, "Well, I guess if you need me, you can just give me a call. I'll be in the city, and I won't tell anyone about you guys.
That would be preferred.
You are gonna want to do something about the bar, though.
The old fashioned.
It's gonna seem a little unusual to the city that a group of guardians just happens to buy up a bar and set up shop.
I mean,
mean-
technically, we already own a alcohol.
Yeah, we already own that one drink.
Stonehorn's
Stonehorn's
Revenge
Revenge.
whiskey.
I mean, we only just bought this place, so we still have to come up with the ideas of how we want to design it.
Well, if you want my advice, probably go with something a little more modern, especially if you're trying to attract a crowd that actually will come to your bar. Spruce the place up a little bit.
We'll have to find out what is modern nowadays.
Yeah, because kind of old men here.
God, I actually feel old saying that.
Well, she just kind of
I don't
opens the door.
age.
I guess you old men better go explore the town then.
Young lady,
Hey, your words, not mine. And she walks up the door.
That's-
That's good.
I actually like leaves through the door. Are we considered old?
I mean,
well,
in
it's
knowledge,
been a,
yes, but actual age, probably not.
if we consider like linearly, yeah, we're very old.
well, I mean,
Like, went from
over
when we were,
100
like,
years ago.
You may have
Yeah.
time jumped
Oh.
100 years, so in reality, yes,
we
you
are-
are like 100 years older than you were previously.
But,
But in actuality, you're the same age as you were when you left.
yeah. We've been all over the fucking place. Who knows what our age is? Who knows what like our proper age is?
Whatever age you had to decide on before you started in the time skip, that's what your age is now. Still,
What is my age?
that was
Oh,
for you to decide.
How old am I? Who am I?
I don't even know how
I'm not
old I
writing
am.
all your backstories. I'm already writing enough backstories.
yes.
I don't know who I am.
My plate is full of backstories. I can't write yours for you.
I think when I woke up as a guardian, I was in my fucking mid to late 20s. But I've been alive for fucking 40 to 50 years.
Yeah, so however long you've been
I was-
alive in
I was-
character, that's what age you still are now.
Yeah, because I think the day I was actually brought in, I
Well,
was
that
technically dead
means-
for like 40 years ago. So I guess I'm 40.
Oh my god, I'm the young one, aren't I?
Yep. You
I'm the
would be
same
the
age as
youngest of the
Remy then,
group.
or I'm close to her age. I'm actually not that old. Holy shit!
Young
Yeah,
boy.
because Eros was
Finally.
resurrected on the day the campaign began. So in
Yeah.
actuality, he's only really been alive for roughly a year.
Yeah,
I would
I'm,
say I'm technically the oldest of this fucking group.
yeah, well,
Yeah, because I am old, but not less old.
yeah,
Like, I've been working with the fucking Vanguard for a long fucking time.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
so I lean on the bar. Are we gonna go out and explore this place and maybe I look around, update this old busted place?
Yep, at this point, you guys are free to wander
Yeah.
about the city, go and if you want to split off on your own or go in a group, whatever you want to do. It's all up to you. What do you want
Do
to
you
do?
guys want to hold hands and go skipping through town to see things? No.
Say,
Yeah.
I,
The enthusiastic. Fuck yeah.
We all jump up
I've
in the air.
never-
Yeah.
friendship.
I, as he's distracted, I'm
Yeah.
smacking him in the back of the head with the flat part of my blade.
Wow, okay, rude. I guess he doesn't like the power of friendship.
Make it like
Aw.
the power of this gun I have.
It just pulls out the AT rifle.
And this gun I
Ching
found.
ching. No, but so you guys, why don't we go do a little exploring, eavesdrop a little bit too, and maybe see
That would
what's
most certainly be a good
updated
idea.
here.
We should probably figure shit out.
I
Not to
just
mention-
point at Ash and go, "How about you research on the moon, like
Yeah.
at the library?
Would be a good idea, actually. Yeah, I should do
Because
that.
we didn't know about a fucking person named Crota on the moon."
No, you
Oh,
did.
okay, no, we did. No, we did. He was behind the great. He was the great disaster was Crota. It's
Oh.
Oryx we don't know about.
Then I just go, then you should research that and Oryx, because that's hive stuff and that's your
That
specialty.
is definitely what I plan on doing, actually.
Because you did overhear through your ghost that the Vanguard is currently occupying the Dreadnought.
Yeah, but we won't be able. We can't go to the dreadnought.
Not
unless-
unless you talk to the Vanguard.
Yeah. So
I mean, if
I kind of want to research the Taken. They seem kind of interesting. So if I can figure out a decent place to get some samples or something where I can go without having to, politely ask the Vanguard.
I just
that would be preferable.
I just look at Theo and go, "You want to go have a chat with the Vanguard?
Do we have to?
What, do you want to sleep?"
Man, I'd rather first get us a new getup, but
Oh, let's go do that first. Fucking child.
I do need materials for our new outfits.
Let's go.
Hey, look, we're going shopping. Come on.
I don't know about you. I'm pretty sure most of our outfits wouldn't be nice being made of purely spin metal.
I'm collecting
Mm,
spin
what's wrong?
metal.
What's wrong with spin
I mean,
metal?
I have.
Like,
Let me see where it is.
Oh wait, don't
have,
forget, I also have 30 scrap on me, so I can make it.
Yeah,
scrap armor.
I have some blast wire.
I got some salvage.
Let's go shopping.
All right, so the group is you're gonna be walking down a couple of blocks, walking past the different little small restaurants and shops.
Steak, dude.
It's roughly mid-morning now, so there's just some smaller traffic as you're kind of walking down the streets. Everyone just seems to be kind of minding their own. They're doing work. There's new construction going up, a new apartment building just another block down. Everyone's just kind of going about their business. And then you will turn off and you are walking down a large marketplace. And here they're selling a wide variety of foods, textiles, materials. Pretty much anything that you're going to be wanting to look for, you could eventually find in this market.
I'm gonna look around in the market because I know that there's going to be a vendor that makes it a fucking Philly cheesesteak. Like
First-
anything that
first,
resembles of what a Philly cheesesteak is.
First order of business is to get a fucking
Food.
To get some
He's
Philly
got to get
cheesesteak.
food.
I mean, I hadn't
So-
eaten this morning.
I mean,
so...
technically, I am getting
So-
food too. So
Roll perception with advantage as you sniff the air to see if you can smell that delicious Philly cheesesteak.
Perception.
I was gonna say, if need, I'll help.
This is a priority.
What the fuck?
So with advantage, so you that's an 11.
Yeah.
So you kind of sniff the air, you're kind of trying to get the scent of food, and there's a wide variety of different foods as you pass by some different restaurants, and those are mostly like ramen shops and some burger
Ooh.
joints were there. But the air's kind of like mixed with all these different smells in here, so you can't necessarily find the smell of a Philly cheesesteak. But as you kind of look down, there are some more restaurants further down the marketplace as you would walk further down. So you can kind of walk down in that direction and see if you can find a shop that might be selling sandwiches.
And I'll also try again here in a little bit. Like, see if I can sniff the air again.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's just walking on.
All right. So, you guys have a variety of vendors here in front of you. Who would you want to visit first?
Let's see.
I
Oh,
guess
Actually, with the
who
library,
wants to go
actually,
first?
She's not actually with everyone else.
Okay. Yep.
She
That's
made a beeline for the fucking library to learn.
that's cool. And we'll come back to you. We'll come back to you here in a little bit.
go read your books.
Knowledge.
Ew,
books.
No man, I'm defending you on that. Books are knowledge is power, bro. I'm with you.
Ew.
Action is power.
Knowledge.
No, I'm kidding.
Gross.
Shut up, crayon eater.
Hey,
Shut up,
blue is-
crayon eater.
Blue is gray. Shut your mouth.
Still eat wax.
No,
The blue tastes like the sky.
I kind of lean over to Theo.
It
and go,
reminds me of my mother's cooking.
Mother just melts crayon.
He just remembers having like soup made of crayons.
Wait,
What's
I
this
kinda-
Crayola wrapping in my soup?
It's good for the
garnish.
It's a
bones.
secret recipe.
It's a garnish.
No, I lean over to Theo. Hey, well, what parts did you need, or what did you need? We might find them here.
Well, for my design, I do need leather. Yeah, I need leather. Then whatever materials your outfits you're wanting to have, I would need those materials as well. So
I just looked at it like something updated, I guess. I don't know. I have to look
Well,
through that thing.
do you have
So,
any idea material wise?
So Theo, I'll just make this a little easier for you. Like, I'll let everyone just kind of like shop for whatever materials they're going to assign to whatever new look they're gonna do.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm not saying for them to explain. Just
Yeah.
like if they have an idea, then I'll more likely write it down and then go get them.
Okay. Yeah, I just didn't want it to get overcomplicated on you. So.
Wait, I'm not gonna ask them like every specific detail. Like how fucking
Oh
how many
man, never
inches do you
mind.
want?
I'm giving him the
your
most
sleeves
accurate
You're not a
detail
tailor.
down to the.
No,
Yeah, I'm not
You're
fucking
not a
tailor.
I just want
You're not a
to.
tailor, you're a blacksmith.
I'm just
Do you know
like.
how to do RGB?
Give me design. I do design.
I'm a doctor, not a blacksmith.
I'm just like I like. Let's just go with a basic design. Nothing too fancy, but enough to kind of blend in better because we don't fit very well.
We do not. We don't.
So
Fuck it, we ball.
Yeah, we ball.
he's got the RGBs going, man. Look at him change color.
I mean,
Well-
technically, I am gonna have an RGB bit.
Well, I'll go ahead and write down everything you're wanting, and I'll go down to a light store, I guess.
I'm already off looking for food. You just have a list.
Yeah, so I can make this easier for you. Like, you acquire the list of the different materials you would need for that, and you're able to get that pretty easily. Now, were you looking to find someone on the forge?
With the forge.
Didn't we just order that one, or do we have to
Yeah,
find
but
someone?
there is a place in the area where you can speak to someone to get that set up.
Oh, okay.
Iron Forge.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Okay,
And
so a little ways down the street, you do see a shop that's labeled building materials. It's a pretty generic looking shop. As you enter in, you do see a tall, scruffy looking dude behind the counter. Just kind of looks to you. What you be needing? And
uh,
he's looking down at a pad, pulling this up, ready to write down your order.
I'm looking to install a forge in my building.
Are you needing a weapon forge or an armor forge?
Uh, a bit of both, really. I'm a I am a blacksmith by heart, so being able to do both would definitely be beneficial.
Side note: there is a difference between a blacksmith and a weaponsmith. Just saying.
Well,
Yep.
yeah, I know that
That's why I was assigning the different forges.
Yeah.
because
Like
I'm able to do both because my clan.
you would just call yourself a smith instead of a
Smith,
blacksmith.
yeah. Then yeah, I'm a smith by heart, so I'd like to do a bit of both.
Well, a multi-purpose one will cost you roughly about 10,000. It's a bit on the spendy side.
I can cover that.
All right. Where am I having the materials sent to?
Uh, it's at a bar on the outskirts. I'll write it down.
And we need assistance in its construction.
Um,
Does that cost extra?
possibly. I'm not.
Just
much.
ask. Just we'll help
Yeah.
you install it. Just
The
ask for
labor for
instructions.
construction would be 2,000.
Okay, that I don't have. So I guess it'll be manual.
I figure I'm still with you anyway. I'm like, I'll pay the 2,000 if you want. Otherwise, we can try and put it together. But I don't think we're gonna be that good.
We can just get instructions.
Hey, I can read pictures.
As well as I am I'm a smith, so I would know how a forge works.
sturgeon.
How about we just have it delivered, and if
So,
we
yeah,
need to,
just
we'll
delivered.
figure it out.
So it's only delivery.
Very well. You'll have the materials in front of your building by this time tomorrow.
Much appreciated. And I'll go ahead and deposit the glimmer.
He opens up a little
Cha-ching.
drawer, and you drop the glimmer in, and the drawer closes. If you have any other questions, feel free to drop by any time. And thank you for your patronage.
You too.
And he just goes back to doing what he was doing.
Mm.
All right, so you've got that set up, and that'll be on the way. Who and what would you like to do next?
Hey, I'm still hungry. Is it what food places are close to?
Elias?
No, I was with you, you jackass.
You should have gone with Elias. He's going for food.
No, I don't want to go for his food. I heard ramen and burgers were nearby. I want both.
You want a ramen burger?
Damn right.
Combine the
Just
two.
the buns are literally just chunks of fucking hard ramen packs.
God damn.
A New Zealand special.
Please tell me that's not an actual New Zealander thing.
I don't know. I made it up. I pray it isn't.
And all because you said
My
that. Now it's
sources,
gonna
I
happen.
made it the fuck up.
Yeah, it's
I
good.
pray it
It's
doesn't
real now.
exist. I pray it doesn't exist.
I pray to God that Bob's not in chat at the moment.
Oh no, he's there. He's been lurking and he's been talking in chat.
Whether he's there right now is another question. Uh,
I mean, he'd be the only one who could answer that.
Baja, do the fucking New Zealanders eat their burgers with like fucking dry ass ramen patties?
It's my blast.
But
no, I
Anyway,
just want to grab some
so-
food. That's all I want to do.
all
'Cause I
right,
stuck with Theo.
All right, so you're kind of further in. So there are some nearby restaurants.
What do
Make
we
a
have?
perception check for me.
Okie dokie. Let's see how bad it is. Oh, okay, it's not that bad.
12. Okay. Yeah, you didn't really need much to see because the signs are above the crowd, and they're fairly visible, and it's mid morning too, so it's pretty hard to miss. You're able to read. There's a couple of different ramen shops nearby. There are some that are offering different types of uh Asian cuisines. Not necessarily like ramen per se, but you have like different like fried dishes like takoyaki. There are various other different types of dishes around. And as you look further down the line, you start to see some more like American dishes. You do see the burgers there. You do start seeing some other restaurants, Italian restaurants. Um, so what would you like to look at first?
I want some ramen and I want a burger. There we go.
All right, so you'll walk to the first ramen shop that you see there, and there's a couple people already sitting there. They're already eating their ramen. There's an open chair there for you.
Yeah, excellent.
All right, so you sit down, and you look at the menu. There is the spicy bowl for 300. There is a regular bowl for 250, and then there is a mega bowl for 400.
I'll just do the regular because I want to save room for a burger.
All right. So you drop down 250 then for the bowl?
Yes, please.
All right. So you drop down 250 for the bowl, and the cook will put the glimmer and drop it in a little compartment, turn around, grab a big clean bowl,
Better be
and
clean.
scoop you out a nice big bowl of ramen. Sprinkles a little salt over the top of it, and puts down the bowl and sets down a pair of chopsticks there for you.
What the fuck?
What is that noise?
What ungodly monster was just released on that fucking ramen shop?
Ah.
So the ramen is a fairly decent kind of a chicken broth.
Does Uros make that sound as he eats, by the way?
Oh, he absolutely does.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird sounding when he's slurping noodles, but okay.
Like, what does the bar staff think?
God
gonna-
knows.
I'm just gonna disassociate myself from this situation.
I know
So
you
yeah,
don't reach out and grab his
you
arm.
just kind of walk away. You're just like, nah, fuck that. He's on his own now.
Yeah. Just like, wait, man, go away.
So yeah, like the couple of patrons that are sitting there eating there, they kind of look over at you and give you the side eye and just stop eating as you're slurping, just getting
That shit down.
getting real loud, like slurping the.
I put it
And
down. What? I haven't eaten in 100 years.
you kind of feel an elbow kind of like nudge your right arm, and it's like, hey, could you maybe eat a little quieter, sir?
No.
It's my god-given right.
I was risen by the traveler for this purpose.
Maybe.
I was driven
Meanwhile-
by the traveler to eat
I
ramen.
set the bowl. I set the bowl down. Fine.
Oh my god.
I'm hungry. Leave me alone.
I'm fucking hungry. Let me eat.
Meanwhile, Elias, make another perception check with advantage as you're searching for a Philly cheesesteak.
Give me 1 second.
While
Yep.
I'm sitting there, I'm looking across. Hey, I found this Philly cheesesteak.
Oh my god.
Right over. While he's doing that, I'm gonna get up now and walk over and get a burger.
Yep.
More
We're,
food.
at this point, you're already off grabbing the rest of your food.
I got myself a
Having
nice
more
cheeseburger,
fucking
healthy
food and
toppings.
shit.
I'm like, No, I eat that a little normally. I slow down to eat that one. The burger. What's?
Okay, sorry.
Never mind that.
What
The
am I
one.
rolling?
Perception with advantage.
Okay. Why is...
Do you smell Philly cheese?
I have nat 20.
That is a natural 20. Yes.
It
You've been
smells
you've been walking along for a little bit, and you're kind of sniffing around, and all of a sudden, it hits. Just oh, there it is.
I
the
found
peppers,
God.
the cheese, the steak. Oh,
Everybody's just-
yes.
God.
I can see everybody staring at him now.
And like a bloodhound tracking its prey, you immediately find the sandwich shop that is serving them. And you can hear they're already cooking another batch of steak in the background, the sizzling of the meat, the cooking of the onions and the peppers.
Oh, it smells good.
It smells divine.
I'm hungry.
And you're seeing a couple people already sitting there. They're already eating their sandwiches, and you do see the guy who's cooking there. How many you want?
2.
All right, 2 it is. And you see him go in the back, and he cuts 2 nice long fresh rolls.
Side note, while he's doing that, I would like to make another perception check. I want to see if there's any guardians nearby that isn't part of my group.
All right, go ahead.
19.
Yeah, I'll say you have advantage because you're looking around. Yes, actually, you do see some of the patrons who are eating their food. They do seem to be wearing guardian armor.
Kind of tell if it's of Crucible or Vanguard design?
I would say you don't recognize the style, but
Well, I mean,
based,
like...
but well, here, hang on. So, but based on the color scheme of the armor, it would make sense that it would be Crucible armor because it's kind of a red and black.
Oh, okay.
Like it matches the color scheme that you recognize with the Crucible as it's always been, with kind of a red, white, and black color scheme.
Are they sitting by themselves or in a group?
Yep, they're sitting by themselves, just kind of eating a sandwich. They're not really even paying attention. Their ghosts aren't really out either. So all you're really noticing is their armor and their clothing looks consistent with another guardian.
Fuck. I was hoping it would probably be more Vanguard, but after I get my food, I'm gonna go sit down with them.
So the shop that you're seeing is kind of small. So like if you're gonna sit
like nearby them, like to overhear if they say anything.
Okay. So yeah, you kind of you sit down kind of nearby these two. Like one was kind of gonna be off to your left, the other is gonna be off to your right. So you can kind of differentiate who's talking. So you sit down, you eat your sandwich.
My passive perception is 17, by the way.
Okay. So at the moment, everyone's just eating their food. Everyone's just eating their sandwich. So you take a bite of your own sandwich, and it hits you like the freshest sandwich you've had in so long. Even back in
So
in
real
the
quick,
days.
Side note: how much did these 2 sandwiches cost me? Because you never told me.
They are 500 apiece.
Jesus.
These sandwiches
They're
are
the best
very,
around.
very good sandwiches.
Okay, I just
Because I was literally about to describe to you how delicious the sandwich was.
that's why I was like, how much are these sandwiches?
They're expensive, but they are expensive for a reason.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna eat one and take the other
When you
with me.
Take a bite of this sandwich, you see God.
It's like the traveler just opened up and said, "Here, my son."
My guardians.
I deliver
Consume
upon you
sandwich.
this delicious sandwich.
Made by God himself.
So you bite into this sandwich. The bread is warm and very fresh. It was literally made a few hours ago. It's so fresh. You bite into the meat and the cheese, the onions and the peppers. You don't know how, but the steak is fresher than you've ever had before, even in your days growing up in the Vanguard. You've never had steak this fresh before. The onions and the peppers taste like they were literally pulled from a garden. You've never
Basically, this fucking Philly cheesesteak is just a.
deafening. Ow.
Sorry, I didn't know how loud it was.
Very, very loud.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
What?
it is the best sandwich you've
I
ever
hope-
had.
Sorry, I didn't know how loud that would be. I thought it would be lower. Yeah, I'm just gonna eat my sandwiches or my one sandwich and save the other. But instead of talking to the other guardians, I might go back and talk to who's ever running the shop, because I have an idea.
All right, so yeah, you're sitting there, and these two guardians are sitting by themselves, so they're not really talking or saying anything. They're just kind of casually eating their sandwich, and once they finish up, they both just kind of turn and leave.
As they're going to leave, are they wearing their helmets? Like when they get up to leave, or are they?
Yeah, when they get up to leave, they put their helmets back on because they had finished eating.
I would like Paradox to take quick, like, just glances at their helmets and everything, and like their armor, and just see if he can find them in the Crucible rankings.
All right, so yeah, Paradox will just kind of take quick, snapshots of these two and kind of look them up. Got him. They're mid tier. The armor they're wearing is actually it's a new design. That's kind of the new look that a lot of them seems to be wearing. Those two in particular. Well, they don't work together anyway. They seem to be their own separate solo contenders. Likely for the Rumble arena. I mean, nothing really remarkable about those two anyway. I mean, they're contenders and they compete, but they don't seem to be really champions.
Think Theo could beat him?
Well, that's the thing. Everyone here is a lot stronger than they were back then. They might actually be on par, if not maybe even stronger than he is already.
Damn, I'm gonna have to rub that one in Theo's face.
I mean, if I'm being honest, it's hard to say. I haven't really seen Crucible matches in action yet lately. But there is a tournament going on that we might be able to peek in and kind of check out.
We'll probably have to look into that here in a little bit.
There's some more matches happening tonight. The tournament's actually already happening, so we can at least catch the event and see what's happening.
All right. Other than that, I'm gonna go back up to the counter.
All right, the chef kind of looks over at you and goes, "Need another?"
Actually, more had a general question. Who's the owner by any chance?
He throws the towel up onto his shoulder. That'd be me.
I had an interesting proposal for you. And it's up to you. I love the food. It's the best damn fucking Philly cheesesteak I've ever had. And I wanted to throw a proposal your way. It's up to you.
He kind of looks at you a little side-eyed and it's like, "I'm listening."
Me and a few others have recently purchased a bar. And I kind of thought another way to bring in business. Why not have one of the best Philly cheesesteaks in the city also be sold at the bar? Open up a second shop inside of ours.
Well, I do appreciate the offer, but the reason there's only one shop of mine is because I'm the only one who makes these.
Fair enough. It was worth a shot.
But, tell you what, why don't we work out mutual discounts?
Alright.
I can give you these, and he hands you like a little card of like 20% off coupons. Cross promotion. You hand these out, kind of promote us, and you give us little thing, and we hand them out to our customers and promote you. Is give and give, yeah?
Yeah, I could see that being worth it. And work out in both of our favors. We have to remodel the bar first because it's kind of outdated. But it'll be a little bit before it's open.
Well, whenever you get your business up and running, just
Come on back.
come find me, and then we'll work it out.
Yeah, sounds fair. I hold my hand out for him to shake.
He shakes your hand, and you feel he's got a big hand. He's got a big, firm, strong grip on it.
He's a good chef.
Yeah, he's that big guy chef that he makes damn good food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll definitely be back once the bar's open, and we'll start cross promotions, send traffic your way, and you send some traffic my way.
All right. And the
And-
name's Carl, by the way.
Elias, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And I'll definitely be back for more Philly cheesesteaks in the future.
Well, I look forward to fruitful business endeavors and many more sandwiches.
Fair enough. And hey, keep safe out here.
I think we're all doing good with you guys around.
Yeah. And I kind of bid adieu with the one Philly cheesesteak I kept.
Yep, you got one wrapped up still, and it's paper wrap, and yeah. So
Alright.
after that, I guess Theo, what are you doing at this point? You've pretty much collected everything you need. Do you just kind of head back on your own? Since I know you walked off with Eros making a mess of himself at the restaurant.
He released his inner beast.
Hey.
Weird question. Does Theo eat actual real food?
Exos can.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
just-
try to
I
find
just don't
Theo
eat
before he gets
often.
back.
Because yes, I can eat. I just don't eat often.
I'm gonna try to find you before you get out of the area.
I mean, so
it's-
you're not terribly far away, so in the
because if I-
general direction where he's at, and you're able to find him fairly.
Because if
Fairly
anything,
quickly.
I'm probably just gonna be wandering around looking for reference material.
As I walk up to Theo, I take like half of the sub that I have and just hold it out to him. Try it.
sandwich.
Try it.
Okay.
As he hands it across, I come out of nowhere and jump and grab it. No, I'm kidding. Food.
My sandwich now, bitch.
Food. Just-
Mine.
Gotcha, bitch.
Does Theo have a life-altering experience like I do?
He just goes into a coma.
He just shuts down.
I get reset. Now Theo 12.
He takes another
it was
bite.
an
Theo
it was an
13.
experience so good he got reset. Now
He
he's Theo
becomes-
12.
Nah, he
So
skips 12 and
good.
13. He just goes straight to 14.
Oh my god. That is the ultimate.
Force reset twice.
So Theo, as you bite into the sandwich, it's a very similar experience. The bread is incredibly fresh. The ingredients are fresh. They taste like the vegetables taste like they were literally just pulled from a garden. The meat tastes like it was literally just cut at a butcher shop. It is so amazingly fresh. You've never tasted anything like this in your life. You have mostly kind of resigned yourself to having simple stuff like ramen and simple rations and anything else that you could just kind of get by with. But this is divine.
I'm not even gonna really say anything. Just gonna eat it more. But it's progressively faster.
Yeah, it's good, right?
Nom 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 nom.
Damn good sandwich.
Now I am an artisan of the craft, and that is some good art.
All right, Ash.
Yes.
You've been at the library now for a while, and you've been sifting through whatever is available for public information on the Taken. What you've been able to learn in your time is that they showed up roughly a year after Crota was killed on the moon.
Crota Scrota?
Crota Scrota. All right.
And
there
this
anything,
is
like-
when. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, is there anything specific about I guess recent I get more interested I'm more like fuck words, you know?
English, my bro, speak it.
Things like the operations on the Dreadnought stuff that is potentially public knowledge.
Yep, so leading into that, it discusses what is public about the Dreadnought, how it had arrived roughly over a year ago, and a group of Guardians was able to infiltrate it, set up a waypoint, and many operations began to occur over time. Over the course of this time, you hear about the Cabal crashing in a ship in the area. You hear more about the various operations, including the raid that went on that killed Oryx. So I guess outside of that, what else are you looking for as far as general history?
More looking mostly it's just I guess like let me pause this really quickly. This is very distracting. Anyway, more like I guess information that will
Who joined and what?
help her
It's her.
get like closer to getting the samples she wants, because she wants like she's after like some Taken stuff to like experiment on and things. So I guess it's also for like operations outside of the Dreadnought that involve the Taken and stuff like that.
So it is public knowledge that there are taken squadrons essentially that are scattered throughout the system. Ever since the Taken King had arrived, there have been taken incursions throughout the system.
Mhm.
As far as collecting any viable samples, it would be possible to do so, but you are going to have to find a group and attack them in order to gain said sample. Uh, Gaining a sample publicly without Vanguard authorization is going to be strictly prohibited. So yeah, if you want your own sample, you're gonna have to get your own unless you're willing to talk to the Vanguard, which we know that's not gonna happen anytime soon. So,
Yeah.
um, there isn't any specific zones that are labeled, at least publicly, that would tell you where the Taken would be. It's mentioned there that they're scattered between Earth, the Moon, Mars, Venus. Like the Taken are essentially everywhere. It's just you have to just find where they happen to be spawning. But given this kind of information, you can surmise that it probably won't be too long if you're out in the field that you'll run into them, considering that they're kind of scattered throughout the entire system.
All right. So I guess Ash will kind of just copy down what she can on like recent events and then go to find the others. What would be the best course of action from here?
Yeah, so to kind of summarize your history data then is you're gonna have all the knowledge that leads up to what happened to Crota, how he was killed then, that led to Oryx coming to the system, and how another group of Guardians killed him. And what's kind of left of the hive and the Taken structure as far as like who's leading them, who's kind of in charge. And the one name when it comes to the hive that consistently pops up is Savathun.
All right. So that's something else that you'll need to look into.
That's something that might be important when it comes to the hive, because with Oryx now being gone, the Taken are now kind of in the middle of a power vacuum, and someone's looking to be seeking to take control. But as far as where that where that particular action is, you're not entirely sure, because that could be further along just based on the Vanguard timing out these sorts of news bulletins to the public.
I think that's probably about it. That's all she can really learn from here, isn't it? Because it's like they're not gonna have anything on. They're not gonna have anything like majorly specific about Sabathun. Because
Yep,
she's,
there's only just like text references in the name.
because at this
Like,
point, like above game, at this point in the store, in like Destiny's history, the only instant, the only time Sabathun was ever mentioned was in the Books of Sorrow.
yep. But the
So
Books of Sorrow did come from the Oryx raid.
yeah, so it's like, where the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? We
Yep.
don't know.
All right, so at this point, then you'll just head back and rejoin the rest of the group at the bar. All right, so it's starting to turn afternoon, and you do see Barton walk in to the restaurant, the bar, and he looks to all of you. Afternoon.
Nodding.
Were you wanting to open shop today, or what were you wanting to do?
Yeah, let's open up shop.
All right.
Might as well at least try and get some business in.
Well, I can tell you we at least have a couple of regulars that pop in every once in a while, but I mean they're guardians like you guys, and they usually pop in after they complete a mission or something. Their kind of way of celebrating, I guess.
Fair enough.
I don't know. Some people kind of like the whole dive bar kind of look to it, but me personally, eh, I just didn't really have the heart to change too much after it was left to me.
That's
It's
understandable.
still got this old rustic look to it, which it's got its own charm, I suppose. But he just shrugs. Yeah, it's your bar now. You can do whatever you want with it.
I mean, that's understandable. I like keeping it the way it was.
So he's walking behind the bar and he's starting to get set up and getting everything ready for the day. So what exactly are you planning to do at the bar anyway?
Kind of give it a more modernistic touch. Did I ever catch like the name of the place I went to get that Philly cheesesteak?
Um it was actually a pretty generic name. It was just Carl Subs.
Went to Carl Subs, kind of made a deal on that when we get the bar more up and running. I send traffic his way, he sends traffic my way. So we'll probably get more people in the future once we remodel the bar and such.
Oh yeah, that Carl.
Good dude. Awesome subs.
Yeah, he's a bit of a stickler, but good man, good man.
Yeah, I mean, pretty nice when I talk to him.
Yeah, you probably caught him on a good day then.
Hey,
On bad days, well,
probably not so much.
there's a term people refer to him as. I'm not really familiar with it. Something like New York.
Eh,
I'm guessing you understood that reference because frankly I don't. I've just heard people call him that.
it's a city. It describes the people from that used to live there a long time ago.
Fair enough.
They weren't always the friendliest people, but if you know how to speak how they do, they're the nicest people.
I mean, like I said, he's got his good days and his bad days, but
There's days he wants to rip people's heads off.
uh, let's just say if you go there on a bad day, you better know how many you want and don't flip flop on your order.
Yeah, I understand that.
I seen a guy do that, and he got his sandwich.
Just not how he
Maybe
wanted
not in the way he wanted it.
it.
He goes back to washing the cups. Anyway, um, I guess are you gonna be hanging around then tonight?
Possibly. Why? What's up?
Well, it's just if you're trying to be inconspicuous or trying to kind of be in hiding, um, maybe not be seen publicly, at least until we've remodeled and new ownership kind of gets, word around that, someone else has bought the place. Uh, he kind of leans in. You never really know among all the guardians out there who might be.
Friend or foe?
I was thinking more about and he leans in close to you. The warlock spies, whatever they call them, the hidden.
That's a new term to me.
I'm surprised you haven't heard about that. Um, something about, well, I guess they're not all warlocks. I guess some of them might be hunters, but anyway, the point is, they are a hidden, pardon the pun, organization of guardians that do, I guess, shall we say, extracurricular work.
Hmm.
My dad was a little more up on this sort of stuff. He dealt with spies and whatnot. I'm sure you remember that, but
Oh yeah.
he knew some of the hidden.
Oh.
Well, he worked with them. He worked with a network of spies over his so many years.
Have you gone through his office at all by any chance?
He shakes his head. Nope, never had an interest in it. The
Show
work
me
that
to that.
he dealt in, some of the stuff I seen, and he just kind of looks to you and shakes his head. I'd rather not know.
Show me to his office if you can. Because that might actually end up helping us out.
Well, his office is not going to be here. It's going to be
In Australia.
I'm surprised you knew that.
'Cause
But
I've been to it.
yes, he had a facility down in the Australia continent. That's where he kept a lot of unusual secrets.
Mm.
He had little branch offices here and various other parts of the world, little places that he would work in. But I guess if you really wanted to dig into what he knew, and believe me, there's a entire treasure trove down there, but I would be extremely careful because some of that knowledge could be incriminating or damaging to a number of guardians if their dirty laundry is ever aired.
And that might put us in a better position to talk with the Vanguard if shit goes wrong, though.
Blackmailing them is not going to be a wise idea.
No. Keeping it more secret so it doesn't get out. Because currently, that facility might be empty.
If so, but even then, that kind of knowledge gains you a leverage that you may not necessarily want to hold over the Vanguard.
Possibly. But still, it also gives us a kind of a hint into what the fuck's going on.
Well, I guess as far as what's going on, I mean, I'm sure you guys have had some time to catch up on the public knowledge, but as far as what the Vanguard knows, there's only one way you're going to be able to know what they know.
And that's going to them.
Now, if you want a piece of advice, and he finishes cleaning the glasses and he kind of sets them up on a row. If you want my advice, at least one of you should talk to them.
Probably me.
Aren't you the one who might be the most in trouble with them, though?
Possibly. That's the thing. We don't really know if I'm in trouble or not. That's the issue.
I mean, you've been kind of tiptoeing around like you are in trouble, so I just kind of assumed that you seem to be in some sort of trouble with them.
Last to my knowledge, I was in trouble with them, but that might not be the case. And it's kind of like a 50-50 toss-up at this point.
So it sounds like you're risking either scaring the hell out of people with the fact that you're, I guess, from the past, or
We never told.
facing arrest from the
Hold on,
fact
hold on.
that your
We-
master disappeared and went looking for you, and now you just kind of show up at their door. Am
I never told you
catching
that.
that? I've been overhearing your conversations while I've been standing here.
You weren't here earlier. I'm drawing my gun. You were not here earlier.
You do need to remember this is also my bar. Or at
Yeah,
least was.
but you were not here earlier. When that conversation was going on with Remy. I want to point out, he was not here. Am I wrong with anybody else? It was just the sweeper bot earlier.
He kind of raised his hands up a little bit. All right. This place is bugged. I need to know more about you.
So, you still kind of do work with your father's stuff. As much as you dislike it.
I may not have liked what he did or who he worked with, but I also learned a lot of tricks of the trade. And when it comes to people who are unusually suspicious, people just want to just walk in and buy a dive bar like this. You have connections to my father, and tell me you wouldn't do the same thing.
Fair. But then again, in your opinion, would it also have been smart too? Knowing who your father worked with?
See,
Because
the
you
thing
just
about my
warned me
father,
about that too.
the thing about my father is that he really wasn't afraid of many things. In fact, he saw many things as a challenge, something to be overcome.
By the way, who else is at the fucking bar with me? Other than just me?
I mean, more like I
Eh,
would have, because I
Yeah,
had all my
all of you guys
materials.
should have rejoined.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, everyone should be at the bar now at this point.
Oh, are we all here? Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure, like, I wasn't just standing
No,
here
he's
talking
standing.
with him.
Nah, he's standing there by yourself. We're just watching
Kicks
from a
down the
distance.
door. I have information.
I found God!
It's a Philly
It's in a
cheesesteak.
sandwich.
And I just hold up the sandwich. Yeah, I already found it.
Sorry,
And Ash is just like, fuck!
Here's a book. God damn it.
Anyway,
But no, I understand you wanting to be curious, and yes, everything you heard is true. Don't let that get out.
I'm well aware of what it means to keep a secret. I was just more curious to learn about you and to make sure you are who you say you were. I'm sorry for the deception. I wasn't trying to be malicious about it. I just was simply needing to know more about you.
But no, it was
This
more
whole-
the fact that you told me about the hidden, and then you started talking about things that you shouldn't know of. And it was like, oh, that's a big old red flag.
Well, you had every right to think so. But again, given who my father was, the knowledge that he possessed, you had to think I knew something that he knew too.
That's fair. I'll give you that.
You know where to find his information in Australia, so I'll just leave it at that. But again, do be careful with what you find down there. There are secrets down there that no one would want gotten out.
I just remembered, like, in-game was, and I'm just like, oh my god. And I just look at the other idiots in our group. We don't have ships.
Oh, that's a good point.
You just not realizing?
All of our ships are on Venus.
Yeah.
You are able to attempt to recall them.
BB, recall the ship.
No.
Right here where I am right now.
No,
Right
no,
on top
because
of
you gotta remember, all of our ships are being looked for, most likely.
Yeah, I know. Worst case, I mean,
Probably
maybe Reddit
buried.
can help us out. Take us to Venus, assuming it's
Yeah,
not...
all 4 of us just cram into her ship. If
Take
she
at
has
least
one.
of us. I don't know.
Well, no, that's the thing. If she has a ship. You gotta remember,
Yeah.
she's been alive for less than a few months.
I guess I don't know. She's our only real. She's the only current guardian that we know that we know is like on our side.
Yeah.
I mean, can we get the remnants of Noble Squad?
Ross has seen better days. I don't know what Noble's doing, and Juno's missing. And I do say that out loud for the entire group, because I hadn't revealed that to anybody yet.
Hmm.
Juno was last seen on Moon.
That is a bit more troublesome.
Paradox will just kind of chime in with that. Well, given we know that it's pretty much hive infested, it's not a good thing, to say the least. Paradox actually turns to you. Ross did eventually send you the coordinates of where she did go missing, with a message saying if you want to see for yourself. That's pretty much all it said. So that's something we can go check out at some point, I guess. If you want to.
Can I send a message over to Ross?
Yeah.
It's literally just, can I borrow your ship?
You receive a text message back a few moments later. What happened to yours?
100 years.
After another few moments, you get a response back.
Oh, no. Also, it says 100 years, and they're on Venus.
So you'll get a response back that says, I'll let you borrow my old ship. It's still in service and can be used. I just haven't used it in a while.
I sent him another text. Can you take it outside the city so you can land it and we don't have to go into any Vanguard facilities?
He just sends you a text message back. I'll do you one better, and he sends you the ping control for it. So, excuse me, I was starting to lose my voice talking so much. You will get the ability to summon it like you would summon your normal ship.
Okay.
So he's giving you control to summon it wherever you want to summon it.
I'm gonna start heading for the roof.
Okay.
Raise the
So
roof.
yep, you'll go up to the roof. It's not a very tall roof for the building that you're in. But
I just needed to hover.
yep. So you'll and then you'll summon the ship. It takes roughly about a minute or two because it's not close by. But you'll see a ship in the sky kind of come down out of atmosphere and start to slowly approach your direction. And it will eventually pull up and slow down and come to a hover over top your building.
Basically gonna just jump up and get into it. How many seats does it have inside of it? Or like
It's a single seat. This is basically like the old original ship that you get at the beginning of Destiny 2.
Mm.
Yeah, it's
So
called My Ship.
Yeah, it's the classic original ship. It's a little old, but it still works just as good.
I look down at the Exos. Look who's riding, bitch! You're both hanging on as we go into space. I'm looking at Ash and Theo.
I don't appreciate that. I resent that.
Hey, you guys don't have to breathe in space. So,
But what I'm also understanding is that you're wanting them to hold on to the outside of the ship as you break atmosphere.
Yeah.
I mean, how else am I going to transport multiple people?
I don't know, fucking.
Y'all
way
want to
that
sit in my
doesn't-
lap as I fly?
I don't know, some method that doesn't risk us flying off into.
I want to
fucking
see his
space.
Theo sit on your lap as you fly.
I
Where's
mean, you
Elias
gotta think
under
about
there?
it like this. If I go there, get my ship that has some space to bring more people, I come back to the last city, hey, guess what? Red flags, because missing Vanguard ship appears on radar. Do you have better
Has to
idea?
be some other method.
We'll go find a taxi service. Hey, Theo, you want an adventure?
Sounds like he wants to sleep. He's been a busy boy today.
I mean, technically, he can just clamp his hands down and just lock them.
Yeah, he's just gonna clamp his hands down and just fall asleep as you're flying in space.
He's just flapping like one of the fucking flags on a telephone pole. Or like on the antenna, just going pop, pop, pop,
Exactly.
pop.
I'd rather not have a chance to get just vacuumed into space.
Well, I guess I'm going on my own. I fucking close the hatch.
Hey, what's that coming down from space? Oh, that's gonna leave a crater. Who is it? Is that an exo coming down? Oh shit, it's Theo.
But I guess I'm taking off toward Venus. To go at least recover one of our ships, if they're still there.
So while you're doing this, Paradox just kind of looks over to you and goes, I had some thoughts about that. If the ships are still able to be, if they're serviceable, we might be able to get them past Vanguard security.
Okay.
Just give me a little bit to put this together while we travel there. And you see him kind of starting to, you see his eye kind of moving a little bit like he's sifting through some information.
Are we gonna slave the other ships to mine?
More like we're going to remove our transponders and act like we're new lights coming into the city.
That's gonna raise a lot of questions when we do that, though.
We wake up on Venus and get in some old ships. It's kinda...
Not with the new light traffic that's coming through the city. It's actually fairly common for a lot of new lights to be showing up, so it's kind of incognito.
Okay, but again, how are the other three gonna get their ships on Venus?
Well,
Flight?
it's kind of like what you're saying. Like we're gonna just kind of have them all slave to one, and then we're just gonna kind of bring them back to Earth.
All right, Chuckle Fox, heading out into the woods. I'm looking at
That's
everybody
Have
down below.
fun.
No, that's how Paradox sees it, as they're gonna bring the ships into the city under the
Disguised
guise
as
that
new lights.
the ships are new lights coming in, and so they don't have transponders set up.
I see. Okay.
So I guess since I am the one that knows most about fucking ships and shit, I would know how to
Yep.
fucking turn off the transponder. So yeah,
You and
that's my goal.
Paradox are going to be the one person in this group who would have the best ability to do this.
All right, well, I'm heading to Venus.
All
Yeah,
right,
she's got a
so
penis.
with that, we're gonna move back over to the rest of the group because we're actually gonna start wrapping
Wrapping
up
up.
here. What would you guys like to do? Eros is kind of taking off. It's starting to turn a little bit into the evening, so the bar is starting to open up. And what would you guys like to do?
I don't know. Well, let's see. The bar is starting to pick up, so what do we have coming in right now?
So the doors are just opening up at this point, so no one's really coming in yet.
Okay.
It's at the moment it's quiet, and pretty much anyone can walk through at any time now because it's open to the public.
Okay. Thinking I'll go down and see what kind of stuff I have for the still and where I might be able to start putting this thing up at. Or
Okay.
setting it up, I should say.
So while you're going downstairs and you're looking for all the materials, DB's actually found an instruction manual of how you can put this thing together and what materials you're going to need. So DB helps you kind of list everything you're going to need together to assemble it. And you two basically will start working on that distillery and getting that assembled.
Okay, so I figure I'll just start laying the parts out, what we need, go through everything.
Yep, and
Clean.
DB's helping you like list everything, itemize it so you know exactly what you need, what all the screws you're going to need for it. And he's helping you, and you guys are putting together this big old project.
Okay, we'll be doing that.
All right. Theo, how would you like to end your night? Sleeping. Gotcha. All right. Ash.
I'm gonna start working on fashioning the ogre chitin into like, I guess like charms and stuff to fix to the armor, because we're not just gonna put whole bones on the thing.
Oh, you're gonna put bones on it.
Okay, so you so I guess like with the chitin, like what are you trying to form with it?
It's like little like I guess like there's in the end they're gonna look like decoration bits for the armor.
All right, but are they gonna be more like gauntlets? Are they more like shoulder
Oh,
pads? Are they like a helm piece?
They're gonna be like, they're not gonna be, the idea is to make them not exactly noticeable. So instead of being like massive parts of them, I'm thinking probably gauntlets, like bits on gauntlets. But other than that,
Okay.
they're going to be kind of just like small little attachments, more for like small detailing rather than actual like massive pieces.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, it's just to give me an idea of where you're putting the focus into.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just got back. I had to go help pick up the docs.
Okay. So yeah, how did Theo want to end his night?
I guess more or less just study over the materials. That's more or less it.
All right.
Just so I can get a good idea of how to craft everything in the future.
Okay, yeah. So Nova will just kind of bring up the catalog that was given to him, and just like you kind of go lay down in your room, and you're just kind of sifting through the catalog of different designs, and you're able to just get these done pretty quickly. You're just sifting through this catalog and basically taking it down as data, and like, oh, like this looks good, and this looks good, and you're gaining your fashion aficionado.
And then once I get the fucking forge up next session, I can start making shit.
Well, the forge is gonna be delivered to you. It still will need to be assembled, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's why I need to first help
Yeah.
make the forge, and then I can make shit.
Yep. All right. So with that said, we are going to wrap up for tonight.
Okay. Well, with all that, let me see. Well, guess wrap it up pretty quickly here with this. There we go. I'll make it easy.
Yeah.
There's the YouTube channel. You can find all the past episodes. I'll get the other one up as well soon. But you'll find all our past episodes. Just look under the playlist. You'll find season 3 under there because I think I've made a separate playlist for that one too.
Yay.
Dungeons and Destiny, you find all the materials under content there, but they have a deck of possibilities also that they do. And I have a hamster in front of me who's trying to get out, who wants to be in her own little cage.
Hamster.
He just came home.
Hamster.
And then yes, us on Roll20. You guys want to plug anything? Yourselves?
No,
No.
I ain't got anything.
None of these guys stream, unfortunately, except Mercer. But
Yeah, he goes.
hopefully he'll have his campaign tomorrow. But I unfortunately will not be there because I have to work all weekend.
Damn.
So yeah, you can catch Frosted Merc there. You'll find the links down below for a couple of the guys here, which is Dave and Mercer. You'll find their links. You can go right to their channels, follow them. You'll be able to get their notifications, and you'll see them when they do, and you can follow along with theirs. There is a Patreon link there. It's just donate. It goes all back into this because So
Yeah, we'd like to try and we want to do what we can to help spice up these campaigns and make it fun for not just the players but for the audience listening. So
yeah,
anything that you guys donate to us, we put back into this.
Yes.
And we try to make this better. And like at some point we do want to for the Transformers campaign for sure. We definitely want to commission art, even for our Destiny campaign. If we have anyone out there who is interested in creating Guardian art and would like to do any of our characters out there, I'd love to commission you. So if you're interested in that, leave a comment somewhere in on the YouTube channel, and we'll reach out to you.
yeah. So
Other than that, I think that's gonna be it for us for tonight.
and I got to do some editing now
Oh yeah.
Yep.
because I got to put these two
Yeah.
together and do a little fix. So it won't be as bad as the last time it did it, but still, it's like,
I'm gonna go cry in a corner.
oh.
'Cause I know I'm gonna have to deal with chaos tomorrow.
He sounds like a skill.
Oh God, yeah. Sorry. Oh, Sam's starting to cry. All right, guys. Well, you want to say bye? I'll let you all say bye first.
No.
No.
I'll see you next week. Get some sleep.
Bye.
May the calming cold guide your heart.
Visor doesn't. Yeah, we don't listen to Visor.
Wow.
Wow.
Visor's not real. I thought we knew this already.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
just
Visor's
It's a
AI.
figment of our imagination.
Yeah, I was about to just say I'm a figment of everybody's imagination.
That explains a lot.
Why do we make him so cruel?
I don't know.
Because I'm an asshole.
He's such an asshole.
It's
Well,
more
he's a-
fun to. It's more fun to pretend that. It's more fun for your imaginary friend to be an asshole.
Yeah, he spews shit all the time. That's why. Oh.
He's salty about not being real.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with all that, we're have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at in the world. Be safe out there because it's getting crazier, and really crazy at that. Say bye.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Just a sad sound. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
In text chat, letting us
No,
know
I
what's
mean
going on.
like if there's any changes.
If there's anything he wants to do.
Yeah, ask him if there's anything that he wants to do as a character.
By the way, I started streaming. That's what I was gonna say today. I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna stream.
Oh, were we also on stream talking about chair fucking simulator?
No, shut up. No, we're
It's
not.
not a
talking-
banned. It's not a banned game on Steam, so I can talk or stream.
I don't care.
I
I'm
can
not
talk about
promoting
it.
these weird
we can-
ideas.
That's-
They
It
ain't
is
paying
your
me
favorite chair fucking simulator in
Oh my God.
2020.
Hang on. Muting. God, don't do this to me.
Bork, if you're wondering what the hell I'm talking about, look in text chat.
Just don't read it out. I don't want to hear it
Read it
again.
out loud. It is so great.
I will mute the entire chat. All I have to do is just hit this button right here. God. Let's see if this stream goes okay, because the last
I like the reviews.
our Transformer
Yeah,
one
they're
had a lot of
great.
problems. Yeah, it's a good question to just ask him. See if there's anything he wants done.
Oh yeah, Bork, we did a Master Grasp without fucking it up completely.
I was farming for Artifice Armor last night with Ajax and Erden. I can't get it. I'm getting really spiky armor, but the spikes are like too much. I need recovery. Like if anything needs to be low, it needs to be discipline, because recovery and resilience are both expensive to get. Like
Oh yeah, I finally did a Grandmaster,
nice.
and from
Last
doing
way this week,
the
isn't it?
Yep, last week
Glassway
of the
was what?
season.
Yeah.
No, it's Lake of Shadows. Damn.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Lake
yeah,
of
it's
Shadows
Lake
this week,
Shadows.
but last week it was
Actually, Lake of
Glassway.
Shadows wasn't too bad. Glassway was pretty. It was one of the easier ones this season.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Well, no, it's not even that like it got easier. It's the fact that all the other ones are such pains in the asses.
Yeah,
Like,
they're fucking doing it for like the battleground shit, and it's like fuck off.
The final encounter of Arms Dealer is annoying as hell.
Yeah, I should know. I'm currently doing it.
What the fuck do you mean you're currently doing it?
Hey, winner.
I've builded Conqueror this season, so I've done all the release ones, but Lake of Shadows wasn't too bad actually. It was the beginning bit was just annoying. Meatball wasn't too hard. The dam section, having the threshers in there, made it so much more annoying than it used to be. And then from there, the boss is just as easy to melt. Is easier to melt than before actually.
Before anything
Exact
else.
same strat, just like one galley, 2 rockets, nuke that bitch, and you're good. What else was there?
Platinum.
There's a video of me when I was doing one of my runs of Mars Battlegrounds, where I got jump scared by some champions, because if you don't get the seals broken on the door into the final boss, if you don't get those broken in time, an unstoppable and a barrier champion spawn when the door opens. I didn't realize that, so I got jump scared.
There. No, it's working.
But that one was pretty. That one actually wasn't too bad until the final boss room, where we had like we started the second half of the boss fight with like 10 reses and ended it with with 0 reses and only 1 person still alive.
Jesus. Side note, are you a fan of Starship Troopers?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, I like it. I'm not like.
Like a massive fan, like, yeah,
No,
you enjoyed the
not really.
movies, type shit.
I enjoy. Yeah, no, I enjoy it.
They released a game for it, that's an FPS.
Nice.
On Steam, Starship Troopers Extermination. It is a 16-person co-op FPS.
Jesus Christ.
And it's $25 at the moment. And
I'll be right back.
it doesn't look half bad for an early access.
Okay.
Like, I'm tempted to pick it up.
I'm trying to think of the other. Hypernet Current was way easier than it should have been, I will say. When I did Hypernet Current, that shit was way easier than it should have been. Because you just abuse the shit out of Void Craniums. Because I was on Well, obviously. So, I just used the Void Craniums to get my super, drop the Well as soon as possible, and then just kept shooting the boss with the void cranium because it melted.
Mm-hmm.
And then what else was there? So
It also gives you your super back just as fast.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about. It melts and it also gives you your super back.
Yeah.
So you just nuke that bitch and then you're good.
Nuke him into the ground.
There was one more. So now it's even.
Galaxy Star says hi, everyone.
Hello.
I'm gonna check. Proving Grounds. Proving Grounds was actually way easier than I thought it would be, because we weren't idiots when we did it. Literally all you do, because you know the boss has those like instances where he fires out all the flaming balls and shit. He does that a limited number of times, so if you just sit at the front of the room, or like where you enter, and just wait for him to stop shooting the balls.
I'm
it's
not clear
fucking
about
easy
that.
as hell.
Hmm.
Like first round, you have to actually shoot them. Second round, he's so far away that they just go into the ceiling. And then whenever he's damaged, you just nuke him. Way easier than it should have been. Like the tank section was easy because you just use rockets. The opening section was a little bit annoying, but it wasn't too bad. Well, you know,
Take my prime sub and like it, Matrix.
Huh? What? Sorry.
That sounds like to me you got a prime sub.
Yep, he's sending you
Oh.
a Prime sub.
Okay, I will. All right, I will. Oh, I see, Dave. You did it too. Oh, sorry, I'm not looking over at that screen, and then I got up to deal with something else. Both of you, you're gonna drive me insane.
One more person, we can actually start a hype train.
Come on.
You will take my money and you will like it.
I mean, my day was rough enough. I mean, it's supposed to be Friday. I'm supposed to be in a good mood, and I'm like, I'm so tired. So my wife calls her aunt up. I'm sitting there at work in the middle of lunch with a bunch of kids, trying to clean up, get things done, and oh,
Hype train.
Jesus Christ. uh,
Sugar motherfucker.
and they bring me like a Dutch bro, and I was like, and it's a large, and I'm like, oh, I could so use this right now. I'm like, I was so hot, so tired, and I'm just like, I want the day to be done. Can I just kick all the kids out and we just call it good? I really wanted to be done. All right, why is my screen's not switching? Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button like a doofus. All right, let's see if the right screen pops up here. No, of course not. So I have to do this to force it over to the other screen. Yeah. I have to literally rip screens off of this one to get it to work. Yay! Hamster should be coming home soon.
hamster.
Yeah. We got her a bigger cage, but it still needs to be cleaned out a bit more, so. Or tank. Tank. I'm gonna go with tank. Got a bigger tank, so she's got a little more room. So
Yeah. All right. Well, if we're all ready to go.
Oh, yeah, let me kill the music here. There we go. Here. Why is this switched? There we go. Are you coming back to life? Thank you. Yeah, hype train.
Bro, level 1 hype train.
Oh my god. Let's see. Anybody who's oh god, sorry, I'm trying to sound enthused. I'm so exhausted today. Anybody who wants to catch up on any of our previous episodes of both the D and Destiny campaign and the Transformer one, you can find it here. I do other stuff which I haven't done lately because Yeah, I've been busy. And then I'm gonna switch it over and let Dave take over from here, and switch to that. There we go.
Yeah, as always, if you're interested in the books for the game that we play here, velvetfangames.com/dndestiny. They are currently working out a playtesting for their new D and Destiny 2.0, which I'm still looking at getting some of the materials for to see if we can do a just do like a playtest of it, and we might stream it, we might not, but gonna be looking to check it out here in the near future because they're introducing Stasis and Strand, so that sounds like it'd be a lot of fun. So, other than that, yeah, just give these guys some support because with them, this game is not possible. So, thank you.
Ooh, that's a
All right. So, with that said, we are going to dive back in. So, when we last left our team, they woke up in a world that is both familiar and yet unfamiliar. The city has grown immensely since they last left it. And upon waking up and everyone coming to their senses, they noticed all their ghosts started to act very unusually. They all started to spin and seem very dizzy and disoriented. So after everyone packed away their ghosts, they decided to scout around and see what they can find. And they went to what was Malachi's old bar, and upon some discussion, they did manage to acquire said bar. And this became their new base of operations going forward. Before this, however, they decided to visit a library where they happened to meet a young librarian by the name of Chrysalia, but she called herself Chrissy. Elias happened to reveal himself a little too preemptively and kind of spilled the beans on who he was. Chrissy, looking at him very peculiarly and thinking this is a very unusual situation for a guardian who's been missing for 100 years to just walk through her door and ask for his now missing mentor. So, you guys are going to be waking up in your rooms. It's still fairly undecorated, but your ghosts have all been resting too, and they're all they're back to normal at this point. They've just been kind of resting along, sitting on either a desk or a chair or something nearby, wherever you were sleeping. Who would like to get up first?
I'm
get up.
probably sleeping in.
I'm getting up.
All right, we'll go with Eros. You and DB are waking up first. DB's sitting on a little table on your bedside.
Is he kind of awake right now, or is he?
Yep,
kind of...
like
okay.
his eye is up and like he's just kind of sitting on there and like he looks like he's kind of like watching something.
Oh, how are you feeling, little buddy?
He just turns to you. Oh, I'm feeling better now. I've just been kind of observing everything that's happening on the net. A lot of interesting traffic. A lot of, well, gosh, I wouldn't even know where to start. This is a lot has happened since we were in the last city. It would frankly be way too long to even go into how much has happened, but the short note or the cliff notes, I guess, would be um we got a lot more guardians and we're starting to win and push back like a lot.
Okay, I guess this is good.
Yes, this is really good.
But are you doing okay? I mean, when we came here, you weren't in the best shape.
Yeah, about that too. Um, I don't think that was entirely, like, completely time travel.
Then what do you think it is?
I'm not entirely sure. Um,
Well, I
my
mean, if
thought is maybe we passed through some other dimensional gateway, or it. I'm not quite sure.
well, as long as
Paradox might have a better idea. He's kind of the smarter one anyway, but
yeah.
uh,
Hey, you're doing okay now. We'll figure those things out along the way.
all I know is, like, whatever we went through or wherever we were, it was like being asleep.
I mean, like stasis? Like we were on some
I'm
kind
not
of trip?
sure. It
Hmm.
was like being in a dream state. Like I was just sleeping.
Hmm. Interesting. Well,
He
what?
kind of gets up and kind of floats around. Well, I mean, where? I guess what do we even do? We're
Well, first things, I want to eat. Let's get something to eat and then we'll see what else is going on. Maybe the rest will be up. Or if they are already up, I don't know yet.
all right. Well, I'm not sure what we'll have, but I'm sure there's probably some restaurants somewhere around here and nearby we can maybe go eat.
Yeah, why not? Check it out. Maybe stretch legs a little bit and see what's going on.
Well, we are kind of sitting in the middle of a business district, so there's quite a bit around us. Number of other restaurants, number of bars, a couple of clubs, and so there's several blocks down. There's a marketplace.
Well, maybe we can go check that out. And also listen and see what we see.
Well, it might be a good idea to just kind of run around and go investigate a little bit. Just get the pulse of the city, right?
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. And also, since you're doing a lot better, why don't we go check it out?
Well, and he looks down at you. About your armor. Um, we might want to go check to make sure if it's all ready before you step out.
True.
If
Why
anyone
don't we do that?
recognizes you, we might have a lot of questions.
Yes, we already got some
There's
of
not
those.
really. There's nothing on the Vanguard chat about anything. They're seemingly preoccupied with something called the Dreadnought.
Hmm. Well, we've been gone for a while, so this is something new. Well, why don't we see about getting them changed, or at least I will, and we'll see if we can go explore a little bit. But let's go get the armor and see if anybody else is awake yet. Oh,
All right. So who would like to go next?
I actually had a quick comment and question.
Sure.
Did I even get any sleep with trying to refurbish everything that was rusted?
been working all night long.
Not to mention, I don't really have a
That
forge, so it's gonna take longer than what it should be.
So that's going to depend. Are you willing to work yourself into exhaustion, or would you eventually stop at some point and just go eventually sleep?
I mean, I mean, with me being a blacksmith, although yes, I would be tiresome, but I feel like it would be a pride to not,
I'm
finish my
more
work.
asking like, were you willing to work all night, or did you eventually go sleep?
I'd probably work all night because of
Okay.
pride.
Okay. Then I'm gonna say you probably haven't slept at all then, so you will have 1 point of exhaustion.
Well,
Just whoa.
Um, so with that, I guess.
Send me in. Send me in.
Put me in.
All right. So,
Put
all right,
me in,
Ash.
coach.
That's my
Ash.
sister.
Well, you can go next.
Sure. Okay. Um, I'd imagine I spent. So I'd imagine that like before I went to bed, I did spend time. Uh, what's it called? Like setting up or like, because like this is like our main base of operations for now, right?
Yes.
Make sure. Okay. Yeah. So I
And
imagine.
if I recall, you only require like half the amount of sleep the others would anyway.
Yeah.
So
X,
yeah,
yeah,
you
XO.
you would probably be up doing something in your room before you even
Yes.
laid down for
She
sleep.
spent. Yeah. No. She spent some time because she still had all of the ogre chitin that she got from like a while ago
Mm-hmm.
because she never offloaded that. So she'd spent some. So she'd have spent some time before going to bed, like I guess what's it called? Just like getting all that unloaded so she has space just in case there's new things to be found and having all that kind of set up and off to the side in her room.
All right, so I mean, you could essentially like put together like storage units to like put everything in and like organize your room like how you'd want it. Yeah. So yeah, you basically fashion the room in any form that you wanted it to be.
Mhm.
And it's a large enough space for you to do all of that, then you have a comfortable bed.
All right, so I guess she's just like at this. I guess like she did sleep. You know.
Okay. Well, so I was saying like at this point, like you'd be waking up then,
Yeah.
and then how would you like to go about your day with Dragonfly?
Uh. Well, first things first. Is he all right? Has he recovered from the whole
So
sickness thing?
yeah, Dragonfly is just kind of he's floating normally now, and he kind of looks over to you, goes, morning.
Uh.
You
More,
able to sleep well?
how are you feeling? We're kind of off. Uh.
That's
When
that
I went
was
to
one way
bed.
to describe it. Um, that was some form of interdimensional travel.
So just some kind of sickness related to that, I suppose.
It would seem so. When we entered into this realm, the the light here was different, but it just took a moment for us to adapt.
All right. Uh, have you found anything, or is there anything new regarding the hive in this time? How much has changed since last?
I've been reviewing the communications for the last several hours. There's been many new developments regarding the hive. Uh, the one that was occupying the moon, Crota, the one responsible for many Guardian deaths, he has been slain. In
Really?
addition, in addition to that, someone named Oryx the Taken King has come into the system and had a dreadnought occupying the rings of Saturn. However, new communications indicate Oryx has been defeated, and the dreadnought is now in occupation of the Vanguard.
That may be a place of interest for me if I get some free time. especially if there isn't an immense amount of danger.
Access to the dreadnought would require Vanguard access, and considering our situation at the moment,
That's probably not
maybe
gonna happen.
it may be more difficult at the moment. But what is our plan exactly?
Well, I'm not sure. That would be for the other. I think for now we just need to make sure we just need to get out of these outfits and actually maybe fit in so that we're not so that we don't get clocked as the missing guardians again, maybe. Not really clocked that time, but we don't want to get recognized if
Updating
something
the
were
armor would at least camouflage you to make you look like you belong. So it is definitely going to be a necessity at this point.
I do have these new pieces. She gestures towards the ogre chitin. I do have these new pieces to work with. Maybe I could put something together.
Are you seeking to fashion them into armor?
Um, Potentially. I'll have to see what. I'm not really a blacksmith or smith or anything like that, so I'll have to see how Theo feels about that concept beyond what he said earlier.
If you are seeking for him to do it, you would have to ask him. I'm not exactly sure of his inclinations on how he'd feel about that, but
Never mind. Worst case I fix something. Worst case I make something out of it and fix that to the armor after.
exactly. Worst case, he tells you no, and then we just gotta go find someone else who'll do it, right?
Indeed.
Is there anything else I should be looking for in the meantime?
I mean, if you could look into Oryx for me, that could be a new hive is definitely something to note, even if he is dead.
Well, from what I understand, it's not necessarily a new hive, but more of a new energy that takes other species and makes it their own. The Taken.
That is of note. Look into that. See if we can figure out.
I've actually been listening in already.
System.
It's related to Oryx. He was labeled the Taken King, and it turns out he brought with him. Uh, it's difficult to say it as a new species, but it's sort of a darker covenant where species are taken and then they are returned as one of Oryx's soldiers. It's the simplest way to describe it, really, but um, there's a complex discussion going on as to what they are and something called the Ascendant Plane.
I mean, if we can find some taken somewhere other than that dreadnought, I'd like to maybe see if I can get some readings off them.
They are occupying more areas in the system. Earth, Moon, and Mars as well. So there's a variety of locations to choose from.
All right, we should bring this up next time. We should bring this up when we meet with the others. Then, who knows? Maybe this information will be useful later.
Well, no doubt if we end up going out on mission, we will run into them eventually. They are prevalent in the system, not just among the Fallen and the Cabal, or the Vex even. We have a lot more to deal with than we did when we last left here.
Indeed. Well, we probably shouldn't waste any time. I imagine the others are probably starting to wake up by now.
Yep, let's go check on Theo and get your armor.
Right.
All right, and then before we jump to Theo, since he's going to be everyone's point of interest, Elias,
Everyone
Yes.
is- yeah.
are you sleeping in?
Yeah.
Paradox is bonking on your head.
I grab him and I just stuff him under the pillow.
Hey, come on, it's time to get up.
I don't wanna. You can't make me.
Come on, you've been sleeping long enough. You gotta get up.
I just get up and let him out from under the pillow. Fine.
Everyone else is getting up, but you need to get up too.
Yeah, but eh.
Mr. Owner of a new bar.
Hey, I could have gotten drunk. I didn't.
Well, it'd be
should be
bad
proud
for
of me.
business if you drank your own supply.
But you should be proud of me. I didn't get drunk.
Well, I'm at least proud of you for setting up a business. Now, what you do with that business is entirely different, but
Time to be the mafia.
So he kind of floats over closer to you.
I'm making a joke. I'm
Where-
making a joke.
No, he's changing the subject.
Oh,
Where were we before we came here?
well, we appeared in the last city. It's a different time. We went to a library. Nikon's missing.
No. I mean before, like when we woke up here, and I
Oh,
was.
we were at the end of time.
As you believe.
He's looking confused, like he's trying to think.
Of what the hell I just said.
No, like he's trying to remember. And he looks to you like, I don't seem to remember what happened at the end.
I don't think he will, because we met something, but you weren't there for that. I don't know really how to describe it. Just that if it can move us through time or universes, you kind of don't want to piss it off.
Paradox shakes his shell at you. We didn't just go through time. We jumped into an entirely different dimension.
Well, there you go. All the more reason not to piss it off.
He's kind of perplexed as he's trying to think. This seems so unusual.
When you're with me, is it really that unusual?
But it's like a gap in my memory where I should have something. It's just like static, like snow.
It's gonna stress you out. Don't worry about it. It was really just us having the choice of remaining where we were or coming to a place that we were needed, and I chose going to a place that we were needed at. And I believe you would kind of agree with that, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you?
Well, it's not entirely my decision there, but
I mean, as guardians, wouldn't you agree that we're meant to go help anyone in need?
well, I don't argue with you on that point. I'm just confused because we've went through time and that was fine. But when we got here, all of us felt well.
Y'all were basically
for-
like drunk. And
it
y'all can't
was
drink.
like it was like floating in space in zero gravity. It was so weird. Like, as soon as our light came in contact with everything in here, sorry.
Okay.
Once our light came into contact here, it just felt disorienting. It took a little bit, but it feels normal now. I'm not really sure what happened or why. But anyway, I've been sort of listening to the radio traffic, kind of hearing what everyone else was hearing as well. There's a lot we've been missing. I mean, it sounds like we maybe have jumped somewhere around 100 years from where we were.
Yeah, that's about right.
The city is so massive now. There's so many people here. It's actually kind of crazy to think about.
Oddly enough, is that orphanage still around?
Let me check. And you see him start to kind of
Like looking.
scan through and sift through its information. Well, there are some orphanages still in service. That one in particular is no longer active. Looks like it was demoed for a larger apartment structure.
I wonder what
There
ended
are
up happening
still
to them.
other orphanages nearby.
Oh, no, I'm just wondering what happened to all the people that were there.
Mostly relocation. A lot of buildings and structures around the area have been pretty much. The old stuff's been demoed for newer, stronger stuff. And providing more space as the city has continued to grow and, well, its population is, well, something like 5 to 7 times the citizenship that it was when we were last year.
Yeah, I can believe that.
There's so many more people here. There's so much radio traffic too. It's like sifting through a ball of yarn. Like there's so many strings.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Well, I guess first things first, you need to get your armor. And then I guess we need to kind of figure out what our next plan is.
Yeah.
He kind of floats over to the door. All right, well, come on, let's go.
I just grab my gear or what gear I do have.
Yep. All right, Theo. Describe how you look after been crunching all this work all night.
Dead.
We walk and he's just.
If Exos could have bags under their
You-
eyes, he would
you
have
know-
the biggest bags under his eyes.
You know the Yamcha meme, yeah? The
Yep.
Yamcha pose? That's me.
So, yeah, you see Theo. He's kind of just passed out on the floor then. But you will see that everyone's armor has been cleaned up, and the majority of the weapons has been done.
Is he like just laying on the floor? Like not moving at all? I walk up behind him and just put my hand to his back and send a jolt through him.
I don't know why.
Get up.
I just pulled an all-nighter. Give me a break.
Wait, does he not have his helmet on at the moment, by the way?
No, I had to
Probably
clean that
would.
too.
Oh yeah, you would have to take his stuff.
I just looked through his gear for that specific bottle of the alcohol,
No.
of the robot alcohol, and I just pour out a shot and then just tilt his head and pour it into his mouth.
Tom
Drink,
juice.
drink, drink, drink.
I'm
So
forgetting. How potent was that stuff?
It
Extremely.
made you
It
really
was-
fucking calm.
Well, it's time for him to wake up.
I don't know if that's gonna wake him up. You might knock him out with that.
Oh,
I
hey,
roll
we
it?
can just say we paid him. and he
Should I
Uh,
roll a con save?
You know what? For fun, I want to see it. Let roll a con save for me. Let's see what happens.
Con save
oh my
16.
god.
Okay, yeah,
He's dead.
no, he's fine. He takes the shot back and he's quite relaxed.
He's like,
You might have just made him a little more sleepy, however.
should we just leave him here? No, let's go explore the city.
Maybe it would be best. He seems kind of out of
Fine.
it.
All your equipment should be refurbished. The only things that should be lacking are mine currently. But I can do that later.
Well, do you want to stay here, Theo, and rest a bit? I mean, you did a lot of work for us.
I feel like if I try talking to anyone else, it turned bad.
Well, do you want me to? Do you want? We can get you stuff. Do you want me to get you something? You know, eat, drink. I know you're exo, but
A
Do we need to
forge.
get you another spare battery?
I'll see if I can find another battery. You know, I'll find a forge for you. I don't know, guys. How do we find a forge? Can we carry a forge?
Yeah, we could probably carry a forge. We've carried
We're
heavier.
probably gonna have to have it like ordered and moved in, because it's gonna require a lot of moving pieces.
I mean,
Yes.
Theo should have like a mobile forge. It's just not the best.
Well, I think that's
Well,
what
I
he's been
mean,
using, hasn't it?
The mobile forge is gonna cost a lot more, and just for the one that he wants for the building, I mean, it's a fair price, but
Yeah.
Why don't we just do that, and then Theo, you rest. We'll see what we can do.
I just need a bit of coffee and I'll be right up.
Okay, we could do that.
There's a lot of stuff we need to do, or at least I will have to do. So it's best I get up while I can.
Well, I put my hand out, and I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be funny. Me trying to lift you up, like just give you a hand up. It's like, well, let's go get you some coffee then.
roll a strength check.
You are going to make yourself fall if you try to get me.
It'll be funny. Let me be.
Please.
Oh, where's my strength? Dang it! I gotta find strength. Oh, it's right here. Come on, where? Let me click. Okay, why is my mouse dancing? Stop it! We're just gonna click that. Yeah, fall right over. It won't let me move my
So
mouse.
Theo, you
I told
humor him, and you reach your hand out, and Earls, you grab his hand, you wrap it around, you pull, and you can't even make him budge.
Yeah, it's like, well, it was worth a try. I was
Well,
trying
I
to
mean,
be helpful.
I thought you were gonna fall, so that's better at least.
True. You think you okay to get up though?
Yeah, just give me a minute or two.
Okay.
Are you okay?
My hand hurts.
It's like trying to rip a pole out of the ground. You
Yeah.
just can't do it with your bare hands.
Yeah, my hands are a bit rugged currently because refurbishing everything. So that's to be expected.
Yes. It is. Ouch. Oh.
Uh,
All right, so at this point, everyone, you have your armor back, and you have your weapons, with the exception of the anti-material rifles.
Rest in peace, the anti-material rifles.
Oh,
No,
No,
yeah,
not rest
they
in
still
peace. It's
exist.
just they're gonna require a little more work to have them done, and Theo still needs to work on his armor as well.
also, Eros, you're
Duh.
going to be going out, right?
Duh.
Could you possibly give me a catalog of this era's fashion sense?
Absolutely. Plan on doing a
If
little sightseeing.
if we're going to be trying to blend in, it's better that I get acquainted with this era's customs.
Good idea. I'll check into
Well,
it.
actually, we don't even really need to go out for that.
Oh.
There's marketing all over the place for different shops that are selling unique armor sets and customization.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
let me see who should actually do this. We'll do DB. DB is gonna kind of pop out and he displays some of the ads that you'll see on the billboards that are high above up in the skyscrapers. That are just broadcasting different advertisements for different clothing, different food, different shops and venues. And you see a variety of unique armor sets and customization options that to you back then would be inconceivable, but now it's become a fashion trend.
Hmm.
What is this fugly armor?
I think
I
this
Nah,
is.
think
I'm saying
it's
that
what they
out of
call
game. I'm
fashion.
saying that out of game.
Okay.
It would still be funny. Well, I guess this kind of helps, but we can, while we're out and about, we can keep an eye on certain stuff and kind of take some shots of it.
Yeah,
Pictures.
I'll have to look at the ads and such to get a better idea. And possibly see if I can get some form of inner detail on some of the armors. If I'm going to be trying to remake this, I need to get a better idea of how they function.
Well, I can even do a little better, because it's pretty much broadcast across the net. There's an entire catalog, and you can look at different options, and I'll get that over to you so you can kind of sift through it. But there's a lot of choices to pick from, for everyone really, not just Titan. It's Hunter and Warlock as well.
Okay. Then I'll definitely start looking at some of the options and pass it by all of you to see what you would like. What would you like?
Sure.
And DB just kind of looks at everyone. I can pass a copy to everyone as well, so everyone can look at it too.
And
I mean, if you want to, customize your armor anyway.
just take note that if it requires additional materials, then you'll have to present them to me.
Speaking of additional materials,
What is it? I'm starting to miss the mellow now. What is it?
how difficult would it be to incorporate Hive Chitin into the armor?
Here's a counter question. Am I gonna get cursed by touching it?
I mean, probably not. It's dead. It's not like it was a special ogre.
Do you have protective gear just in case? I'd rather
Your
not go
armor,
insane.
your normal armor should suffice. It's thick enough.
Okay, then next thing I need to refurbish is my armor then.
All right.
Just give me an idea of where you want the attached pieces and I'll see what I can do.
All right. I'll have to put something together because the chitin itself wouldn't be enough. I'm gonna see if I can put something together. Actually, make it worth
Um,
something.
I'm pretty sure blowtorch wouldn't be the best suited to attach stuff, so I need to figure out how to properly assemble it.
All right.
All right, and then
So
you can incorporate that into your new design.
yeah, I'm gonna have to look at some of your notes for how to assemble hive material to Guardian armor.
just reminds me the look I had set up for like her new look or whatever. I had that on my laptop, but I'm not on my laptop anymore, so I have to remake it.
That's okay. No one has to do it today.
No,
Like,
it's just more just a minor annoyance thing for me.
yeah.
You go back in and figure something new. Figure something out.
Yep, definitely seems like I'm gonna be cooped up here for most of the day then. So we should all know the basic rule: don't try to expose yourself more than we need to. At least for the time being.
I feel like everyone's looking at Elias when
Yeah,
you say
that's
that.
actually what I was thinking too.
It's like,
I just flip him off.
you big anchorness won't
Uh,
unreveal us.
And then, of course, for the time being, try to avoid the Vanguard, since they're more than likely notice us at first glance.
You also got to think about it. Eventually, we're gonna have to talk to them.
Yes, but
Yeah,
it's better we first get acquainted with this era, as
Oh,
well
yeah,
find
we
out
did
the
the last
situations of
too.
what has happened so far.
Paradox will kind of jump in and mention, well, we also have kind of a handful of mysteries out there. You still don't know where Remy is yet. Nikon seems to be out there looking for us. And he looks to Elias. I know you were so interested into going into the moon to look into what happened to Juno. And then there's figuring out where we are, what's happening, and I guess readying ourselves for why we're here.
And
I mean,
figuring out what has happened so far while we were gone.
well, I mean that's kind of top of the order there, but yeah.
Top of the morning to you.
Good morning, night.
Well, it just makes sense. It would be one of the first things that we do, because I mean, how else are we gonna get anywhere if we don't know where we are and what's happening?
Yeah.
So today we're all gonna kind of just explore, figure out
Except
what's
me.
happening in the world around us.
I am going shopping.
Except me, I'm
More
homebound.
work. You have more work.
I am homebound.
I pretty
You
much.
are also entitled to take a break and step outside and go do something.
No,
No, he's not.
he's the
not
hermit.
allowed.
I
put-
finally get to do blacksmith shit. Let me be.
I put my hand on.
finally able to
If it's what you want, I ain't
I
gonna
get to
stop
do-
you. I just don't want you to think I'm chaining you to
I
the
know,
house here.
I know.
I take a chain
doing
out
this
and
on
chain
purpose
it on
just so
him.
that I can help everyone get their shit together.
Yeah. But you are free to come and go as you please. You are not chained to the house here.
No,
I
I
mean,
put a chain on
more
him.
likely I'm going to gain information that's not going to be on the
He's got a
internet
chain
soon
on him.
enough. So
Yep.
No, I put my hand on Theo's shoulder, and it's like, if you need anything, call me, and I'll see if I can find it.
can you find me 10,000 glimmer?
You and me both. I will see what I can do. Give him a few pats. Just let me know, and I start walking out.
We could always look into doing a fucking survey mission or something. That's kind of off the books.
We could do that, yes. Will it give us 10,000 glimmer?
No idea.
Survey missions, depending on the danger level, would maybe net the group 10,000. But that's going to be split among the four of you.
Yeah, it'd be split.
Yeah.
amongst all of us.
Yep. So you'd only be getting
I know.
2,500 apiece.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm saying that jokingly because I know I'm gonna need more than 10,000.
Mm,
Well, we're gonna have to go do something.
well, why don't
For
go
what
explore?
was it? I'm forgetting. Did you
I'm trying to
refresh
get
my
a
memory?
forge,
Yes.
Oh, right.
so that way I can actually do proper like melding, armor crafting, weapon crafting. So that way, if someone needs
Yep.
needs a new weapon, I can craft it.
Now, can we look up on the network to see if how much a forge costs? If somebody's got
Yeah,
one?
I mean that's where he's getting the 10,000 from.
Okay.
Because that's what's going to cost to have the one that's going to be
Okay.
installed inside of a building. The mobile forge costs a lot more.
Yeah.
And yeah. So you for starting out, the one built into your base is going to be just fine, and eventually it could start to pay you back as well.
Theo, I'll get
If
you a
you start to
present.
forge weapons and you just want to sell stuff off, then that it could be a little side hustle for you too.
Well, yeah, secondary pay. On top of having a bar
Well,
and selling drinks, we can also
Because
sell
that's your
weapons.
passive income, and then you'd have a side hustle. Because you guys are gonna be generating passive income every week through the bar.
So, what does it take to get a still set up? He'll have his forge, but I'll do this one.
I mean, you sort of have the materials already in the basement for a still.
Ooh.
It would really just more be about assembling it and cleaning it.
DB, give me a book.
So I'd say like for it to still be, because of the bar and because of what's been in there and who's had it in the past, there are the parts there for the distillery already there. It's just gonna take some time to construct it and then clean it to make sure it's usable.
Yeah. Okay. Figured.
So yeah, you don't need to worry about buying that. It's just gonna take you some time to construct.
Sweet assembly and cleaning. I will do it. So what do I need for assembling and cleaning? Do I need anything in particular? Just time?
You're gonna need some craftsman tools.
Okay.
So is this what you're gonna spend your time on for the day?
Maybe.
Okay, well, I'm just curious as to like who's all gonna be venturing out. So
I guess it's just me and Ash.
Well, I need craftsman tools, so
I
don't think I have.
Whatever I get it for you while you're out, and you can start
Hey,
setting up
I
some
want to look
fucking-
too.
No, bitch.
No.
Fine.
Like the no.
Come down, sit next to Theo. They won't let me out.
I'm in
Sit there
timeout. We put it in timeout.
Sounds like a you problem.
Every time, I know.
We put Uros in timeout again.
Man, imagine being a guardian being put in timeout.
I just
And more
wait. Isn't that
being-
Theo in a sense? But he's not really in timeout. He's just in his own little.
Nah, he's allowed to do whatever the fuck
yeah,
he wants.
Yeah, he's just
I'm
in his.
willingly staying home.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
He's literally in his own cave. He's like, leave me alone. I'm working.
Hold on.
I
have
got
something
shit
perfect
to
for
do.
this.
No, but I do wanna. I wanna go out to explore the market.
I know we're just playing.
Actually,
I know you're gonna head out. So
yes, I'm just asking general questions about the rest of it, so I know.
yep. All right, and yeah, you guys can kind of you can go together. You can branch out. However you want to do it. So.
In text chat, there's fucking Theo appearing from his fucking forge.
I can't even turn it on because the audio will
Yep.
kick in.
You can't tell me I'm wrong.
Oh my god.
Just closes it.
Go away.
Literally. Oh my god.
Well, because the thing is, when back when I was a Crucible champion, and I was with the clan I was in, I didn't have my own forge, so I'm finally getting my own forge. I'm going to be fucking excited about it.
Yay.
Yeah, no worries.
So
So
Lily, that's gonna be me.
so Ash, Elias, do we want to stick together or split up?
Probably
I
stick
wanted to-
together.
I guess
Okay.
you can. I wanted to look into the. My Dragonfly told me about the Taken earlier, and I'm kind of interested in that. Don't know,
Okay.
we're probably gonna run into them. I'd like to know some things about them before then.
Elias, you got anything you want to do? Or at least go in a direction? He's dead.
He's
Yeah, bro.
fucking dead.
I can't believe Elias is dead.
Huh? What? No, I couldn't fucking hear for a second.
Oh, he got mildly disconnected there. So
Yeah. No, I was
Okay,
asking Elias if you would like what you would like to do, or if we need to do anything in particular that.
I can't really think of anything. Actually, no, there is something that I would probably do. Why am I fucking blanking on the name? I would probably go and try and find Remy.
That would be a very good idea, actually. We should do that.
Well, we can
Actually,
check it
we
out.
know her ghost. Can I try and ping her ghost?
you could try, yes, because you do have her transponder signal.
I'd like to try that.
Well, go for it.
Because
We'll
even
wait.
if she's not revived yet, her ghost will get the signal.
Yeah, our ghost is still around.
Try. We'll wait.
I'd like to try it. Any kind of roll that I have to do?
No. I'd say for this in particular, you do send out a ping, and within a couple of seconds, you do get a ping back. The signal is within the city.
I'm just gonna send the coordinates or the address of the bar.
You think she'll come?
Knowing her, she'll probably be here in about 30 seconds.
Well,
So we might want to head topside and wait.
You get a
Indeed.
text response from the ghost just asking, "Who is this?"
Oh, never mind.
we could still make our way up. Just
yeah.
figure a good answer.
Are you still looking for your guardian by any chance? No, I'm sending that in text back.
All right. So you get a text back. No, I do have a guardian.
And I text, name's Remy.
You get a response back. Are you with the Vanguard?
Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna do
We
an
kinda
technique
are.
called lying.
We
I
kinda
mean,
are.
yeah, we kind of are.
Yeah.
We technically never left it.
We're gonna do a neat little technique.
Yeah, it's
Tell you a fucking lie.
I mean, it's not lying.
It's not
We
really
are
lying.
Are we a part of the Vanguard? Are we really?
Well,
Okay,
we
so
are a part
technically-
of the Vanguard.
No. Technically, the only ones that are a part of the Vanguard are me and Theo.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because I'm not really.
No,
Ash
Vanguard
most
is
certainly not.
Crucible is part of the Vanguard. But Uros was in the midst of joining when everything fucking went south.
Yeah, I've never really.
Singe and Ash do not exist in the Vanguard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Singe is because he's young. Ash explicitly made sure that the Vanguard did not know she existed.
Yeah. So technically, I'm not lying.
Yeah, you're not lying. Technically, yes, you're not lying. This is awkward.
Oh yeah, where the fuck is? How much was your fucking forge, Theo?
And what's it?
10K.
10,000.
10,000. Theo, wake the fuck up! And I kick his foot. When he rolls over to look at me,
that wouldn't even hurt me. That would hurt
Yeah,
me.
like what are you talking about? Why are you reacting that way? Like that
I
would
was
barely
like-
phase you.
I was like, oh wait, yeah, I'm not human.
just when you roll over, I just throw 10,000 glimmer into your face.
He shouts in pain before going.
Ow! Oh, wait a minute.
I just throw fucking 10,000 glimmer into his face, and I'm like, get up, go buy your fucking forge.
All right.
Just order it. They'll deliver. Wait,
I
do
guess
they?
I got.
You'll just owe me 10,000 glimmer again.
Oh, is that the case?
Yeah, because this is the glimmer you literally gave me yesterday.
Okay, cool. I'll just give him 10,000 back.
Go
I-
buy your forge!
I have 11,000 on me. What do you
Oh,
mean?
okay, I thought you were broke.
I'm literally pretending to pay.
I'm broke.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna take my coffee to go.
I thought he was fucking broke.
Well, yeah, I'm saying I could. I'm
But
just messing
yes,
around.
I do respond to fucking Remy's ghost by going, yes, I am part of the Vanguard.
I am.
Okay, so you'll get a text back response saying you want us to meet you at this address.
Yes, please.
We'll be there shortly.
Alright. And I guess the communication's cut, and I just go to others. You know,
Yeah, but
now
it's
that
just a
we're-
text message, so yep,
I'm just cutting
nothing
the
else
text.
to it.
I just look at the others. By any chance, did she ever mention that she had a fire team?
I don't. No, I don't think
Do
so.
I recall that from the memories I had of
Yeah.
her perception?
She never really mentioned a fire team
Yeah.
specifically. She mentioned that she did participate with some groups in her time with the Vanguard, but she never really had like her own fire team. She just kind of banded together through like just randomly, just anyone who needed help, she just joined up with them.
Okay, so
Yeah, so LFG style.
Exactly.
she's an LFGer.
Yep, she's the helper.
All right. This is gonna be an interesting conversation to have.
Yeah.
What was her ghost name?
Fucking certain. Sapphire, I think.
It was
Yes,
Sapphire.
Sapphire.
Yeah, that was
Yep.
Sapphire. I look at Paradox. Do we have any of the footage from when we were back in the other time? Like when we were fighting like God Hand in Chicago, New York, and all that with Remy.
Yeah, would we have retained
Or-
any of it?
Just any footage of Remy with us.
Paradox kind of looks a little nervous. Like, we do, but is it really a good idea to show her that?
That's the thing. How else are we gonna prove that we know her and we're not just from fucking like? It's weird to say it, like stalkers.
We're not
Fucking-
weird ass stalkers.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like we're not just shoving it into her face. Like we're gonna go. It's gonna be weird, but we know you from a different time. You gotta
We're
think
from
she.
the future.
No, we know her from her further future.
She was the one from the future. Now
Yeah.
you're in her
Oh wait, no,
time.
we're from the past.
Yeah.
No, we're
Yeah,
you're from the future.
Yeah. It's,
See,
it's a really
It's an
fucking
interesting little time paradox. Is that you guys
Well,
and
I
her and
distinctly
your
remember-
connection to her?
complicated. Yeah.
I distinctly remember saying
Yeah.
she knew us from her.
We're
So-
we have appeared in the future before Marty McFly went to the past.
Yeah,
That's the
but, like,
easiest
she
way that I
knows
can
us.
put it.
She went in our past. She knew us from her past, and we're in her past right now, right? Yeah, that's the assumption.
Yes.
So, if we meet her, we're just
Okay,
fulfilling
so-
what already.
So I'm gonna find
Exactly.
like a piece of paper
Now,
and
now
draw.
you're getting it. Now you're getting
This is fun.
it. Okay, so I'm Paradox.
I
Could you
understand this,
hold
I
on?
understand this now.
Paradox? Could you in the midair make a straight fucking line like hologram if you can for me?
Okay.
I'm gonna do a
he
fucking.
does so.
I'm
We're
gonna do
doing-
a timeline paragraph in a sense.
Okay, Doc Brown.
I'm gonna
let's
put
get this
one
tr-
point on the timeline and have him make a little bubble there and put one where Remy came from. and then have it to where she comes back to our time, and then in the future, she goes back to her time, apparently, and we come toward the future. But it's before when she goes back.
So and Paradox kind of chimes in. So she was forced back in time in this point in the future where she helped us, but she knew us in this time because she said like we had helped her and like helped her like she learned stuff from us.
This is how she met us. This is how she fucking met us.
Exactly.
This is gonna be fucking chaotic as fuck.
And as Euros, I'm sitting there going, okay, a little nervous because of certain things that I still know about my character knowing that you guys don't know.
Is he saying this out loud? Or?
No, I'm thinking it right now, and I'm going, as Euros, he's kind of nervous about it. And you could
just look
like,
at Eros, what's wrong?
Just the idea of showing her something that.
Baha, you get it. Baha, you get it.
What? I mean, what
he's
do
mentioning
do?
Doctor Who vibes in the chat. So
Yeah.
like, no, he gets it.
No, I'm fine. It's just
Twilight Zone.
How about this? We see how she is, how she reacts to us, and see how insane we look to her and sound. Then we can maybe, if need, we can show her a little bit, but not give too much detail on how and why.
We're still all in our old armor. Yeah, it's cleaned up, but
all
of our stuff has not been updated.
Yeah.
We're still gonna look out of place no matter what we do.
Yeah, but like
spoilers.
Mitigate the issue. I'd rather not get shot on sight because I don't know.
Yeah, we're not just gonna like as soon as she walks in go, "Hey, we're from the past."
We're from the past. No.
We're from the past. That's your future. That's our past. Are you confused yet? Here, have a drink.
But you were brought to the past and then shot back to the future, and now we're in your future. Does this make any sense? No, it doesn't. It will not make sense.
It won't make sense, trust me.
Look it. We can make perfect sense of this. Just take the magic 8 ball and go yes or no.
I like how we're all just in like the fucking club area, just like talking around the bar.
Just screaming.
Is the bar
Paradox just kind of chimes in. Just it's
complicated.
It is and it isn't. Like, okay, so she went back in time, saved us, and then we're brought forward in time, and
But
now we're meeting her.
She was forced back
for the first time, essentially.
For her first time, in a sense.
Yes.
Because when she came back, she knew us.
Yep. Because of what is supposed to happen
in the future.
No, because of what's supposed to happen right now.
Yeah. It's a weird fucking time.
I mean, is it really that complicated? It doesn't seem that complex.
I just look at Paradox and go, okay, you explain it to the fucking Guardian that basically has no idea about time travel, that she'll eventually be forced into the past to meet us, to bring us to the future.
All I can imagine is we're all sitting there.
I mean, you're
discussing
the
this.
Pretty spot on right there. I mean,
yeah, no, but who's gonna believe?
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. Yes,
literally.
That's all this is. Okay, all I can imagine is she's walking through the door, and we're all sitting there discussing this, and she's just standing there at this moment, like. What?
Like, I'm just gonna make a perception check just in fucking case. 23. Has anybody walked through the door while we're discussing this?
So no, you guys just kind of decide that on your own. No one's walked through the door and walked in yet.
I'm pretty sure like anybody cleaning in the fucking bar area right now is like, these guys are fucking insane. We got bought out by fucking insane people.
One of them's just a cleaner bot. One of them that's in there is just a cleaner bot.
The cleaner bot backs away slowly.
I'm gonna get up and go behind the bar.
Through the door into the kitchen.
It's that moment where like Cade's telling the story in the bar and the sweeper bot's just kind of looking at him and just stops and then just goes back to what he's doing.
I just get up and wander over to the bar, go behind the bar, take a shot of a drink, Like some vodka.
Make a
Hey,
Constitution
I
save.
want to make a con. I'm only taking one shot. Wait, where's my con? I can't see my screen. Oh no, what did I do? Move this over here. There. I click that. I can't see now. Oh crud! What did I do?
It's 18. 18. You did good.
I only took one shot. Oh.
Yep, you're,
And I
you're
set
fine.
I set the
You-
shot back down, and it's like,
Wait, hold on. Would that be with disadvantage for him having his brain hurting at the moment?
No.
no, I'm just like, whatever. I'm gonna stay over at the bar while you're all sitting over there because I can hear and see you guys. I'm just sitting there, like, yeah,
Oh no, we're all at the bar talking
okay,
about
yeah.
this.
You're on the
And,
other
we're
side. I'll just sit
standing
there,
next to the stools.
I
with the
grab a
fucking
towel,
diagram in the air.
start washing it off, and clean the shot glass off, and start, like I'm sitting behind the bar, like I'm working. Nobody's home. Go away.
No, you're hearing knocking at the bar door.
I go and open the door.
Oh God, who locked the door?
It's a place of business.
It's closed right now.
Nah, open the door.
It's morning.
I hope that's
what?
Paradox yelling at him.
Yes.
Screw that. Open the door. Everybody needs the morning shot.
I'm leaving it completely up to Paradox if he leaves that fucking diagram up in the air. As I open the door for who's ever on the other side.
I'm like,
So you open the door and you see Sapphire and Remy, who has her helmet on. And Sapphire
open
just
the
like,
door.
"Hi, you asked us to come here."
Howdy, and yeah. We need to have a discussion. And no, nothing bad. And I just invite her in.
Remy just kind of turns to Sapphire a little bit,
If
and
you're
they both walk
concerned-
in.
I was also gonna say, if you're concerned about being a danger, I literally take my gun off my back and set it against the door and lock the door behind her.
You hear Remy say through the helmet, "I wouldn't be worried about that. I can handle myself."
Oh, I don't doubt that. Trust me. And I just lead her toward the bar.
She will pull her hood back and tap a little button on the back of her helmet, and her helmet will disappear. And her hair just kind of drops out from the back and flows down her back. "I'm Remy. Who are all of you?"
I just look at Uros and Ash. Theo, you're not there right now, are you?
No, he's done
I
his
mean-
forge, isn't he?
Or have
I
you
mean-
already left?
I mean, like you said, I could order the Forge online, so that's the only thing
Oh,
what I did.
you're
So then
getting
you're
some more
probably with us.
coffee.
Yeah.
So you're probably up there drinking coffee, robotic coffee with us.
Here's your thing of
Yes.
oil. I slide him a huge
I am
mug.
broke.
I just look at the others and go, y'all, this is up to y'all's choice.
Hmm.
Remy just kind of looks around confused. Just like,
I just point at the diagram in the air and go, that's going to be relevant in a moment.
Yes, Remy. Hello. I am Euros.
I'm Ash.
I'm Elias.
Theo up here.
He's like
That-
sitting on the balcony.
He's
she
good.
looks up and just kind of waves, just, "Hello."
So are we going with fully explaining everything or partly?
I mean, she is. How do I put it? Considering what we know, it's probably best we do full explanation. She deserves that much.
Remy, why don't you have a seat and we're gonna
I
tell you a
just-
story.
I just pull a chair so she can actually see like the diagram.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit back and relax and drink my coffee.
Yep.
Yeah,
Just
this is-
your big mug of coffee
she'll
I
sit
gave you.
down in the
It's
chair,
like,
and Sapphire will kind of approach the diagram and kind of scan it and study it.
I tell Paradox, put as best dates as you can of what relevant of when things happened. The date that was yesterday for this point. And I point to the point that we are now in.
Yep. Take a seat, get a drink. You're gonna need it.
You're gonna want a drink after this.
You will definitely need one.
Since I'm standing back here, if you want one, let me know what you want.
It's free of charge.
She's just kind of looking at all of you even more confused than before, just like,
Okay.
I...
First, Remy, let Elias try to explain this, and we'll fill in what we can, since...
It's chaotic as hell, is what it is.
Impossible to believe.
And you're gonna think we're batshit as soon as I fucking start explaining. I don't realize this now. This isn't our first time meeting. And I know it sounds insane, but that's kind of why I knew who you were via text, and I'm looking at Sapphire. That's the reason why we have your information, and all that. You, I'm not gonna lie, saved our lives. Just not in this time period.
You just look at her and she just kind of like blank stare blinking at you, just like,
It sounds insane, but at one point in the future, I'm pointing at the point that's ahead of when we arrived. At this time, I don't know the date because he never told us, you were forcibly sent back in time. The city is under siege by some force we don't truly know. We know very little about this time. To back in our time period over 100 years ago. You meet up with us for some reason because at that time you know of us. And that's probably what's happening right now, is the reason why you know us when going back. The reason why you were sent back is because of an Ahamkara. Do you know what those are?
yeah. I've heard about the one that Queen Mara has.
Well, you know they can do some really funky shit, right? Like crazy things, like witch magic.
She just kind of turns to Sapphire, and Sapphire kind of explains to her, witch magic is exactly what it sounds like, but it's extremely dangerous and can lead to some very disastrous consequences.
And it truly did. This is also going to sound insane. An alternate reality version of me from a darker timeline got infected by an Ahamkara. He came to your reality, which is our future, and basically knocked you into the past, where you eventually met us. And he tried ending time, as we know it. You helped us fight this man, literally through multiple times. We eventually ended up killing him and defeating him, but when we had the choice to going back to our time or coming to a place that we were needed, we took the choice of coming here.
She just kind of sits back in her chair a little bit, just trying to process everything she just heard.
I know it sounds insane, and I just asked Paradox to bring up like some of the photos and like video of her actually being there with us.
She's looking at the photos, and she's just, in the moment, she's a little speechless. Just looking at this, trying to process what she's seeing.
It's difficult to understand. I know. I owe you my life
Okay.
and more since men of the word.
She just kind of rubs her forehead a little bit. So, if I'm understanding what you're telling me, You're telling me you know me because I was forced back in time, but that is some time in my future where I go back and help you, and now you are here in this time where we're meeting for the first time.
I point to the diagram. See, I
Well-
sound fucking insane.
Well, for you, it's your first time meeting us.
But for all of us, it's not our first time meeting.
She's just kind of rubbing her head just a little more. Oh, okay.
Sounds insane, doesn't it?
So if I'm going to believe everything that you're telling me, that I helped you in the past, tell me something you know about me.
I can't remember the name of the.
Above game, there is one distinct feature about her that was quite remarkable that everyone should remember.
You have a berserk
Yeah.
ability.
Yeah, I was trying to remember the name of it.
I was more referring to the tattoo on her back. That is
Well, yeah.
the seal.
Yeah,
I was gonna say the berserk ability, which should be on your back.
it's a tattoo.
Is that what
Uh,
what it's called now?
She's just like, I have something on my back.
I just. Can somebody grab a mirror or something? Actually, Sapphire.
Yeah,
She's just
Sapphire.
she's just actually like gonna kind of walk into the bathroom.
Yeah, I just go.
So a moment passes, and you just kind of hear her just say to Sapphire, "Was that always there? What do you mean?"
I'm just gonna go ahead and pour a shot because I know she's gonna need it.
She just kind of like, after
Is
another
she-
moment, she comes back out of the bathroom.
I just hold
Looks-
out the shot for her.
She stares at the shot for a moment, and then she just slams it back. I didn't even know that was there.
We weren't lying to you.
All right. She just kind of, her hands are just kind of moving across the bar. She's trying to think. She's feeling anxious. She's like, so what does this mean? Like, where do where does this lead to? What's supposed to happen?
We don't know at the moment. We just know that we were brought to this time because this time needs our help for some reason. That could literally just be us helping you get stronger, an anime. But at one point, the only thing that we know from your future is that eventually the city kind of falls.
The the city fell. She kind of sits back a little bit.
That's the last thing that we kind of know of because you were knocked back in time. I'm just looking at whoever just whispered. But
Ash.
but we don't truly know. We just know that the city was under attack. Could have fell. They could have won. We don't truly know. But that's why we're here, to change that.
She's just kind of staring down at the bar a little bit. You're really not with the Vanguard, are you? Any of you?
Well, I mean,
Technically
thing is,
speaking, technically
points
speaking,
to-
we are,
they
but
are.
at the same time we aren't.
They are.
I just point at
Theo.
Ash and go, that one doesn't exist at the Vanguard. That one's a former Crucible champion. That one was in the process of joining the Vanguard, and I'm former Vanguard 100 years ago, who went missing. And we only arrived in your time a year, or yesterday. Welcome to our world.
You know, I thought things were weird for me when I came to the city here, a few months ago. Everyone is celebrating and it's all kinds of craziness, crucible tournaments going. It it seems so weird.
There are times people have to serve in the darkness to reach for the light.
But I mean, I haven't seen much. Like she kind of looks at Sapphire. I was only brought back maybe a few months ago. I was kind of wandering the wilds for a little while and eventually made my way here. It just seemed strange.
Wait, where did you wake up at?
Somewhere in the Europe region. Somewhere outside of the EDZ. I'm kind of fuzzy exactly where, but that was partly because as soon as I woke up, I was immediately getting fired on by these fallen creatures.
Did you wake up inside a facility, outside? That's also kind of what I'm getting at.
She just looks at Sapphire. I think we were outside.
Any noticeable landmarks around that you remember? Other than every crumbling building that's kind of in the EDZ?
It was kind of I wouldn't say it was a broken down like city, but it was certainly like a building. I don't know. It was a singular building kind of out in the forest.
Any way you think you could take us back there in the future?
I mean, I'd have to kind of retrace my steps, but what would we be going back there for?
Explain the tattoo on your back. And learn how that happened.
Alright, well.
We don't have to go now. Just something in the future.
So, what is this tattoo on my back? What is it supposed to do? Is it some kind of curse?
Kind of a mix of a blessing and a curse.
I think
I'll look
I
at
have the
Theo.
book that details it.
Do we still have that?
I'm pretty sure I do.
Yeah, unless you left it behind on Venus before you left.
No, she didn't.
You,
No,
no, I'm just saying if you kept it on your inventory, then yeah, you would have it.
Yeah, no, I have the book.
Then I just hold out my hand so like to toss it over to me.
Yeah, I hand him the book because it's large.
How fucking thick
Throw
is
the
this
book at.
I mean,
It's a big, it's a good sized book.
Oh, it's like a tome. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I
Yeah.
guess we set it down in front of her and go. This is basically what we have to explain it, and it amplifies your abilities to an incredible fucking degree. The easiest way to describe it is you bitch slapped an Ahamkara in a sense. Anybody else have a better description of putting it?
No, bitch slapping fits, but it comes with a cost.
Yeah, it drains you of your energy. So if you were to use that ability while solo, you'd be pretty much fucked.
She's kind of looking at you, and then she opens up the tome and starts going through the bookmark regarding her symbol.
Take your time.
Sapphire is kind of reading it beside her as they're both looking over the tome, turning pages as they finish reading.
I just look at Ash. You looked through that entire book, right? Ash?
Sorry. Again.
I said you and your ghost have looked all through that book, right?
Yeah. Well, most of it. It's a
Tran-
pretty thick. It's pretty damn thick tome. I mean, the part about the tattoo I read fairly thoroughly.
well, I was gonna say, have your ghost transfer any information over to her ghost too. That'll
I-
speed up the ghost's knowledge and might be able
hold
to
out my
process
hand
it.
so Dragonfly can appear and give the data.
Oh yeah, it's just a quick little
A
radio
tipping of the
transfer
foreheads.
over. Yeah.
Scared.
So yeah, as they continue to read over, Remy's just kind of looking at it a little bit in disbelief. So, I don't even know where to begin. This marking on my back is some sort of witch's symbol that is going to make me rage and turn into some sort of monster killing monster.
In a sense, yeah.
Okay, well, I don't ever want to activate whatever this is, so what do I gotta do to avoid that?
I just look at Ash. You're probably the best to explain this one.
I mean, I'm trying to remember now, because like
Wasn't it heightened emotion?
I think yeah, the way you activate is heightened emotion. So, yeah, it's activated through heightened emotions. The only real way to you can't, as far as I know, you can't really remove it as much as you can hold it off. And the only real way to do that is to keep your
Your
Emotions
bearings.
in
in
check.
check. Yeah. Especially and that especially during combat. If you let yourself go too much in combat, it will trigger and you will lose control.
All right, so I just gotta always be calm and never let my emotions get better at me. Right.
Yeah, it sounds weird. Trust us.
Yes, and as you probably read, reason it's a blessing and a curse. Blessing, you get immense strength build up and build up from you and letting you take on whoever you need to. Curse, you die. But luckily, you have your
She's
ghost.
kind of fidgeting a little bit with her fingers as she's just kind of sitting there as you say this.
Please don't make her panic at the moment.
That would be bad.
Sorry, I'm staying. I'm just stating it.
Yeah,
Better
but,
get it out of the way now
Just
before
tell her
she
like
loses
it
control
is.
before.
I mean, yeah, but did you really have to state it like that?
I walk over to her. I'm on the still on the other side of the bar, but I kind of lean down a little bit, kind of leaning on the bar. The only time that I know of that has happened is usually last resort. Death, imminent death is when it seems to activate. Right now, you're fine. Everything will be okay. It's just a last resort for you.
She kind of turns to you, Uros. You sound familiar somehow. Like I've heard your voice before.
I don't know. And I stand back up and kind of lean back a little bit away from her.
Sorry, it's just. I
It's
feel like
okay.
I've heard your voice before.
Maybe. I don't know. This time is new to me, so new to all of us.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong about that. You seem to be living in very strange times.
Oh, welcome to our world.
We're not far
We
off
we
from
live
that.
in a world where we kill gods and defeat powerful entities stronger than ourselves.
I mean, technically, we save time.
Well, I mean, you just gotta look outside. You see all the Guardians who've done fantastic work over the last so many years. I've been steadily hearing about in my time here, but yeah, it sounds like we came in here at a very good time. Things are looking up for everyone. We're pushing back against the Hive, we're pushing against the Cabal, the Fallen, the Taken. It's like you kind of wake up and you're a powerful being, but you're surrounded by other powerful beings that have already taken down gods, so kind of makes you feel a little out of place.
Well, just think. You're also powerful enough to beat a god, too. Because you've done it once already with us. You just may not remember it at the moment. Think of it like that.
You say these things like I've already done them.
To us, you have.
Fun time travel stuff.
Timey-wimey, blimey, wibbly-wobbly fabric of reality. And yes, I am making a reference.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
I am making a Doctor Who reference.
Yeah, it's all sort of confusing, but so I'm here now. What is supposed to happen? She kind of looks to all of you.
We don't really know at the moment, but it's more of just, I guess, us training you in a sense. Time for a training montage. Push it to the limit.
It's the eye of the tiger. Oh, wait.
I mean, there was one technique in particular that you taught her that was very beneficial to her. If you can remember what it was.
I don't think it was me that taught her, was it?
Yeah, it was. because you did a certain little thing with energy and pushing it through your weapon, and you were teaching that to others and thought, hey, this is a good idea. Except when she did it, it turned into something else. You were the one to teach her this.
I don't remember this.
Yep. So I'll just to refresh your memory. So some time ago, you were looking to focus your energy into your sword, I believe it was.
Oh, was it to cut through a door?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, now
So-
I fucking remember.
And you were teaching her the same technique of forcing her light energy into her weapon to give it some increased damage. But when she did so, she created something new and different. And that became her scythe blade.
I guess I'm gonna attempt to teach her that then. Remy, come here. I just go into the middle of the club floor.
All right, so you guys are standing kind of in the middle of the empty bar.
What did she use? Like
She
originally?
used the staff.
Do you have a staff on you by any chance? Like, even a collapsible one?
She kind of sifts a little bit through her inventory a little bit. I have this, and she pops one out of her back.
Okay. This is going to sound very weird at first, but I need you to trust me. And I'm going to show her an example of me pushing my energy through the sword.
All right. So
And
you press your hand to the blade of your sword, and you extend your arc energy through it, and the entire blade gets coated with a brilliant blue arc energy. And as you do this, Remy's kind of looking at it and studying it. She holds the staff kind of in a sideways position, and she kind of lays her hand down on the staff. Oh wow, okay. So she pushes her void energy into the staff, and the entire staff begins to glow a brilliant purple. But it seems a bit chaotic at the moment. Like it's not in its complete form. It's kind of, she's pressing more into it, trying to stabilize it, thinking she just needs to give it more energy. And when she pushes more energy into it, the entire light around the staff focuses into a singular line at the top of the staff of roughly about 8 inches long. And from it, a massive purple void energy scythe blade pops out of her staff, and she looks down at it in shock and is like, whoa.
hey, look, you did it.
She rolled a natural 20 on that.
Hmm.
I was like, oh wow, okay,
Nice.
so she doesn't struggle with it at all.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, no, she immediately is able to create it by forcing all of her void energy into her staff. And she's looking at it just like, whoa.
It's cool, right?
How did I don't even know how I did that.
That's a technique you learned literally just by trying to do what I did in the past, but your own twist on it in a sense.
She's kind of holding the staff a little bit, like she's looking at the blade real close and like examining it. She's just perplexed by the fact that she just did something she's never seen before, or never seen any other guardian before her do. This is. Oh wow! And she kind of reaches out and she tries to touch the void blade, and instantly she ow. Okay. She kind of looks at her glove, and her glove is seared black.
Yeah.
Okay, that. Ooh.
Kind of wouldn't recommend doing that.
It's like she's just kind of holding it up and examining it, like turning it, and it feels like I just pushed my void blades into the staff, and she's like turning it and holding in different ways and kind of spinning it a little bit.
She's fully inspecting it.
Yeah, but at the same time, she's also kind of getting a feel for how it flows in her hand. Making an acrobatics check for me since you're standing next to her.
Is it a saving throw or just a skill check?
We'll make it a saving throw.
So
Because she is kind of playing with this a little bit, and she's not really paying attention to how she's swinging it.
that's a nat 1.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Uh,
Ouch.
Okay.
No.
my protective light won't help with that.
How far are you away from him?
Again, my protective light won't help that.
Yeah, no.
Bubble.
No, that's not gonna help him. So,
How far away is it if I was to jump down to him? Because if I'm within 25 feet,
I mean, they're just like casually kind of training. So unless you're kind of paying attention, like this kind of happens.
I mean,
like,
I was looking down at them more or less because I was interested in what they were doing.
okay.
So I'm wondering if I could proc Southwest.
I'm just gonna take the hit.
Yeah, because I mean, this is just gonna. I forgot I had this setting for her. I don't know why it's only for her character sheet. It's so weird.
Ooh.
So yeah, 19 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits. It actually beat my armor class by 1.
Ow.
Okay, and that is 46 damage.
So that leaves me on 7 shields. Oh, what
So
the fuck happened?
she's just kind of casually kind of like spinning this and getting a feel for it, and she accidentally hits you with the scythe, and she hears your shields nearly break, and she's, oh god, and she kind of drops the staff, and as soon as she lets go of it, the void blade disappears, and the staff just drops to the floor. It's just, oh god, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
You're good. My shields are still good. You about broke them, to be honest.
Man, that got hurt.
At least you didn't damage the bar.
Fair.
So she just kind of like, all right, and just slowly goes back down, and she picks up the staff.
I'm gonna step a little bit further away and go.
Should I come down there just in case?
No, we'll let her practice in the middle of the club.
If it's all right, I think I'll go practice outside.
Please
do. Do you really want to practice that out in public?
I mean, there's plenty of places I can go that are not public.
Yeah, fair.
We're also on the outskirts, aren't we? So
Yeah, sure.
I mean, could go out to the moon, could go to Mars, could go to Titan, could go to Reef. I mean,
Wait, the reef?
yeah. Oh, so you guys probably haven't heard about the war that happened out in the Reef Wars.
Come again?
No. But we were one of the first Guardians to go visit the reef.
So the Reef Wars were really more about the Fallen against the Awoken, but Mara, the Awoken Queen, opened the reef to Guardians to assist her in defeating the Fallen. They were very successful in this campaign. The House of Wolves was broken, and we scattered them to the winds.
Oh, at least it wasn't a reefer war. I'm saying that out of character. I'm saying that out of character.
Hilarious. The funniest fucking dude I've ever seen.
Fuck you.
If
you would've done better, you would've done
This
it.
guy stinks!
If you could have done better, you would have said it.
That's why I didn't say anything at all.
That's why I didn't say
Then you're a
anything.
failure.
It's called not wanting to improvise.
But no, the main question is now, what do we do?
Well, I guess what was it that you were, sent here to do? I mean, you mentioned that you were sent here for a reason, right?
We were just told that this time we'll need our help. We don't know any more than that.
Well, that's unfortunately profoundly vague.
You're telling us.
Extremely.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in terms of Vanguard operations, I'd say it's pretty well locked down. I mean, I
Well,
believe
that's
the
the thing.
last thing I remember hearing about any major incursions was the Wastelands or the Rustlands or somewhere out there where Siva, something called Siva, some Golden Age technology that I guess went rampant.
Interesting
mean,
to hear.
I'm not entirely sure what life was like for you where you were from, but I mean, there's so many different enemies out there, but we're seemingly winning. I'm not really sure what it is you'd be called on to do.
And that means there's something coming.
I suppose that sort of makes sense, but any idea what?
Possibly the group that sent you back in time. That's the only thing I can think of.
Well,
Can I just go, anybody else got a better idea?
I mean, we can't really go on the assumption that evil you sent her back. So
Well, that was an alternate timeline.
exactly. So that's why it's out of the question.
I don't like that.
Above game, there is some details that are missing that I know someone among you does know about.
If it's me, I'm not gonna remember.
If it is me, I'm very stupid. I'm not gonna remember.
Yeah, same, dog. Remember, we are all dogs chasing cars.
And it's been a while since it happened, more likely.
That as well.
I know there's one person here who's been very quiet.
It's the reason why Eurus hasn't talked, because ever since she said my voice sounded familiar, and I'm like, oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
What did you
since
do?
Speak up, boy.
What have you done?
the rest of the team, I never
There's some
told
minor
them.
details
So.
everyone else seems to have forgotten, but that's okay.
But there is a
I
detail
have
I never.
shit memory.
Yeah, the rest
I'm
of the
a
team,
bit
I never, as Euros, told the team. Because there was details in there that I left out because it pertains to my character and her.
Mm-hmm. But
Oh, you mean
there was a revelation about this in the last few episodes before the end of season 2. So if you were paying attention then, you would have caught on to that.
Well, here's the thing. I'm stupid.
Same. We're all just idiots.
I mean, to our knowledge, we were masters of
Literally just
Okay.
pissing off the fucking bosses.
we were her master. Our alternate selves were taken over by the Amkaras.
Yeah, but there's something about her creation that was revealed that is an important story beat.
I don't remember shit.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
something that my character never said anything to you guys about.
Yeah, then we
Yeah,
wouldn't
How
know.
the
Yeah.
fuck we would know?
So I can do some
Because it was
things.
more about if you knew above game than in game.
Hey, dog, it's been so long.
Yeah.
You gotta remember the hours I've been working. I'm not gonna remember any like small detail like that.
As I said before, I'm a little bit stupid.
We're all dogs chasing cars.
I'm just a blacksmith, man.
It's okay.
Just a
I mean,
blacksmith.
it's
I'm just a
it's
blacksmith,
important.
man.
It's important to the person who knows it, and that's all that matters.
Duh.
Good.
There's a reason why I'm not saying anything.
I know, and that's fine because
I don't want to. Not yet.
I'm afraid.
Yeah, I
No.
I'm a little
No,
afraid.
there-
I'm choosing my time and biding it right, okay? I just want to go a little shopping and maybe eavesdrop on some conversations, okay?
Alright, so yeah, with that said, Remy just kind of looks to you guys. So, is this your guys' place? She just kind of looks around at the bar and.
Yeah, we just bought it.
That's
Honestly.
correct.
So, I'm assuming this is your little base of operations then too.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
We're
right.
getting a forge soon.
I'm just sitting there shaking my head like, yeah.
And so if you need equipment, you can
Just
get
ask
that
me.
big guy.
And
She
hopefully I
just
haven't
kind of
killed
looks
so.
up again and sees Theo and just like, all right,
You're
well,
up.
I'm probably gonna go figure this out. And she kind of points down to her staff.
Probably for the best.
In the meantime, are you planning on contacting the Vanguard at all?
I plan on it.
We're actually gonna
But-
make contact.
We need to figure out how they're going to respond to a couple of guardians that disappeared over 100 years ago suddenly showing up at their front door. Like, how would you react to that?
I just do the gesture of mind blown.
Specifically,
Well,
one
I think they'd
where...
have a lot of questions, but I don't know if they'd necessarily be hostile, unless you did something to.
Well,
really
no,
anger
it's
them.
more of...
I look at Elias like, uh-oh.
No,
Because
it's
he's
not
not.
that.
He just, yeah.
It's not that, because it's more of... How do I explain to them what I just explained to you?
Well, I mean, You wouldn't
It's either
necessarily be the
that or
first.
we just assume completely different identities.
Well, funny enough, you wouldn't actually be the first known time traveler guardians. There's
Elsie? Or
I
the
don't know the
stranger?
name. She, well, this person's go by the Exo Stranger.
Oh, yeah, we know her.
She-
Sounds like this.
Oh yeah.
Wait, you know her?
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah, there's also a fifth idiot with our group, but he's kind of not here at the moment.
He's off being stupid somewhere else.
Yeah, that's gonna be a whole conversation for
He's probably
that
stuck in
fucking
the space
moron.
continuum.
They needed
Yeah.
a little more time to recharge. How's that?